Nice cock. Perfect.
All right, I think we're all good to go. But now I have a new issue. I can't turn down my Spotify volume. Help. Okay, now it's working. Okay, dope. Yep. Okay, yeah. If you're on YouTube and you're wondering why you're not hearing any music, you're gonna have to step over to Twitch. I'm sorry. But yeah, what's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. How is your health? Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Luckily. Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate it. All right, now I just need to make sure that my camera's actually working. Yeah, I need to start real quick.
Nice cock. Perfect.
All right. I think we should be all good now. And I've got great news for you guys. Great news. So first of all, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for everyone for stepping by. Thanks for the subs last stream. And thanks for everyone for tuning in. Also, I hope you enjoyed today's video over on YouTube. We did an April Fool's video that was a bit silly. But at the same time, it was also a good review. Well, not a good review, but an informative review of a mouse that you probably shouldn't buy. Second of all, as you might have realized, no more shaky cam. The cam is from now on 100% steady. I fixed it, and if you want to know all the info on how I mounted my arm to the wall, you can check out my Twitter. I documented the whole thing. Shout out to my dad for the idea. And a shout out to you guys for being so active over on Twitter and giving me a bunch of recommendations. You definitely helped me out. So yeah, we have now we have a shaky table, but no more shaky cam. Yeah. But at least like the shaky table you don't really see, and it doesn't really annoy you too much. I also hope you like the lighting right now. I can turn it up a bit, but it gets pretty fatiguing to my eyes if I set it up even more. But yeah, pretty much redid my whole recording setup. Then I did a lot of settings over on my OBS, and I also think that the chat should be a bit more of a senseful size right now. If you think the chat over on the live overlay is a bit too big or too small, please let me know. And if you got any advice on how to fix my chat or make it even prettier, let me know. I also added like a text shadow and all type of stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of things, but nothing major that you will spot instantly. But from now on, it should just be a solid stream that looks good. Okay, before I get into reading chat and talking to you guys, I do want to mention that we're giving away a copy of the Pulsar ES FS1 today. And this giveaway will be to a random viewer in chat over on Twitch. Just so you know. It will not be for anyone watching on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, you might have to hop over. And also hop on it. And the main focus of this stream is going to be us checking out the AIM-1 Shigure, which is a exclusive mouse from Japan that you probably have heard of if you're from the enthusiast community, but you've probably never heard of if you're just like an average mouse enjoyer or even just an average gamer. Also, I just noticed I cannot hear any alerts, which absolutely sucks. Let me fix that real quick. Audio monitoring. Default apply. If anyone's watching right now, please sub or give me a follow so I can hear if the alert is actually working. I'd highly appreciate that right now. It's your time to shine right now. Yo, Scabby, thanks for the follow. Let's see if it actually works. Please tell me it's actually working. I'm tweaking. Where's my alert box? It is there. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, we're also gonna check out the VM800 from Elecom. This is also a mouse exclusive to Japan, and if you wonder why that might be the case, that is because these do not have FCC certifications. These do not have any type of certification that you need inside of the EU or Europe for you to be able to sell the mouse here. So they just have their Japanese certification, and they only sell it inside of Japan. As far as I know, maybe they also sell it over in China or any other countries in Asia, but this mouse is pretty much impossible to buy outside of Japan, I think. So this is going to be very interesting to check out. Both of these are going to be very interesting because there are virtually no reviews of them in English. And yeah, the FS1 we're just going to give away randomly during this stream. So yeah, make sure to stick around. All right, so first of all, thanks to all the follows whilst I've been gone. So that's Scabby, I Love Cats, Aussie, Hexo, NB over on YouTube, and TPedu, Maddie, Altira, QCanI, Crystal Scully, Reach Kronos, Will, Papascato, Matto, Noddlepad, Swiss Life, and holy shit, there is an absolutely metric ton. I'm not going to read all of them, I'm sorry. Huge thanks to all of you for either subbing or following. I really appreciate it. And yeah. If you got any questions, definitely make sure to tag me in chat and I'll definitely answer your question and talk to you. But other than that, man, thanks everyone for stepping by. It's crazy having such a freaking active chat. My chat's always absolutely goated, but especially now that I'm streaming in a time zone that actually is relevant to the US, it is absolutely nuts. And I do want to stream more for sure, and when I do start streaming more now, I also want to make sure that more people from the US can tune in. So I'm going to start streaming a bit later, which is going to be around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. here in Europe. So I'm going to have to work on my sleeping schedule a bit. Gonna have to go to bed a bit later. But yeah, I had a lot of issues setting up the whole YouTube thingy, and all my settings today, after making, the funny thing is, I backed up everything on OBS because I spent so much freaking time on it. And then after backing everything up and having it all set up perfectly, all of my settings just got nuked. So before I wanted to start stream, I opened OBS and I was just like, fuck. Now I have to reset everything up again. But luckily I took some pictures yesterday and took some screenshots of everything, so I could fix it pretty quickly. I did try fixing it with my backup, but there's something up with my OBS because I'm using a lot of plugins right now, especially because I'm multi-streaming too. So yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm pretty much like almost back to being fit again. I did wake up with the craziest headache of my entire life today, which absolutely sucked. But that luckily did go away after 2 to 3 hours. Also, some other thing that I do want to show you guys, I did order a custom Nintendo Switch Lite a while ago from China, from Shanyu, or Goofish you call it, and it absolutely slaps. It looks so sick. It has like a custom black aluminum backplate here. It has like a frosted clear case. It's also mod chipped. I got a 512GB SD card, Hall effect joysticks, a laminated screen, which makes IPS panels a lot better and just looks better in general. Yeah, all type of stuff. I already spent 2 hours setting it all up because it was actually pre-modded. But it was all in Chinese, so I was just absolutely fucked, and I had to reinstall it all because you can't just change the language on Hecate and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's freaking sick. It's clean, that's cool, goddamn. Yeah, I agree, man. It's freaking sick. Have you tried the Luna 33 Evo? No, I have not yet. I have tried getting in contact with them, but I've not been able to reach out to them yet or get a response from them. So I might check out the new Luna stuff. I really do want to. I really do. It looks very interesting. Switch Lite is underrated in general. It's so sick, dude. I also got like a huge battery inside of it, and so far the battery lasts a long time. Like I spent a lot of time modding it and all the type of stuff, and it's still like 92%. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's like as custom as it gets. So I'm really hyped to actually use it. What you're playing on it? I'm definitely gonna play Tomodachi Life, the new one that's releasing on April 16th. That's the main reason I got DHL Express shipping on it, because I want to play it so fucking bad. I freaking love Tomodachi. It's hilarious. And then also just like the usual stuff like Paper Mario I want to play for sure. Pokemon probably not, because the Pokemon games on Switch I heard weren't really too great. I'm also not a huge Pokemon fan myself. I'm more like a Sonic Mario guy, so yeah, I'll see. I don't know. I definitely also want to play Animal Crossing at some point. Now that I have the potential to do modding, it's gonna be pretty sick. Too bad it's a Nintendo device. You can also run Linux and Android on it, so that's pretty cool. But I do also have a Android handheld that I use a lot, which is the Iron Thor that pretty much everyone has these days, or everyone has placed an order for and is just waiting for it. When you get a Lycan, could you please tell if it works on the S2PQE? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. You'll have to ask me again on stream though. I won't remember your name and where to reach out to you. I'm sorry, but next time I go live and actually receive it, I definitely will let you know. Or if you see that I have posted about it and own it, nice. Or like have it arrived, then you can reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. Discord I always see. Twitter I don't always see my requests. But yeah, the Lycan I did order with DHL Express shipping. I also do have a sample on the way. I have it confirmed with Jimbo. I don't know why his DMs were so weird if you checked out last stream that we did. But yeah, we are getting samples from G-Wolf still. So we are on the list, and we just get all mice still. So that's pretty dope. I was just wondering why it didn't arrive yet, but Jimbo told me that he doesn't ship out samples for mice until after he's seen that they actually are arriving at people's place. So yeah. You going to review the Magnesium Ying? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Also, please let me know if I'm like oversteering with my mic or something like that. I have changed a lot of things. I'm trying to not spit into my mic so much. I sadly still do that a lot, but yeah. New Pokemon games are whack, not gonna lie. Yeah, the new, what was it called, Pokopia or something like that? That looks pretty cool, but that's Switch 2 only, so I'm not going to be able to play that. It does look pretty chill, though. more in depth than you'd think it is. But all the Nintendo Switch 1 games for Pokemon don't really look too awesome. Love the Echo video, really had me confused there for a minute. Yeah, I bet it did. It's pretty hilarious. I hope people enjoyed it. I've already had 3 people asking me to do more ASMR videos, so yeah, that's definitely a thing. I really like the Ainthor when playing DS games. Yeah, for DS games, it's freaking perfect. I use it for everything. I also use it for Steam emulation a lot. I haven't used it too much last week, but when I first got it, I used it pretty much every day. I think the game I've played the most on my Ainthor is probably gonna be Balatro. How often do you change your mouse pad? Thinking of buying a new series? Like, I change my mouse pad pretty much every few weeks because I get new mouse pads to test for other brands, and I also do like some consulting stuff that aside. Also, Masons, Doom, thank you for follow, appreciate it. Monster Hunter Rise is my personal favorite on the Switch, but I switched to PC immediately. Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. I'll have to check that one out though. I have a lot of games that I've never played just because I didn't want to spend so much money on them. I mean, yeah, I'm totally still gonna buy them. Yeah, sure. I would never download ROMs. Because that's totally not illegal here in Switzerland. I mean, it's totally not legal. Alright. Yeah, the mouse is still the ATK Zero Extreme. And my bottom right corner has gotten even more creaky now. Yo, above drive? Yeah. Thanks for following, appreciate it. I still can't hear any alerts, which absolutely sucks. Alert box. I have the oh. Now I just heard it for a millisecond. Okay, that's weird. I guess the whole monitoring output is just a bit bugged. I have it set so that I can hear it in my headphones, but for some reason I don't hear it when I first start stream. It's all set up correctly though, and last time when I streamed it actually worked and I was freaking stoked. Yeah, monitoring device default. It's all set up correctly. Yo, Bottle, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, I pretty much change it every oh, now I hear it. Holy shit, that's loud.
Perfect.
Yeah, I swap mouse pads pretty much every month, but that's only because I have to test new pads. If I didn't change mouse pads so often and I just bought them all myself, I'd probably change my mouse pad, I don't know, every year or every other year, depending on what type of mouse pad it is, because I wash my mouse pads like every other month pretty much. I think I definitely did do a tutorial on how to wash your mouse pads correctly, because if you do it right, you don't really do any harm to the pad. You just make it clean, pretty much. All I do is just put it in my bathtub, lukewarm water, mild hand soap, rub it in with my fingers and not any brush or anything like that, and then rinse it all out for like 5 to 6 minutes straight, get all the bubbles out, get all the soap out, and then just hang it up to dry inside. What's a recommendation for a person who wants a hit scan hyperlight with more rear contact? X2N would be an idea. Or if you want something a bit smaller feeling, maybe the what is it called? CR Draco 1, but that one's definitely a bit smaller. Skyrox V6 could be an idea. V8 is very humpy. It's a big ass hump. If you just want like a bit more of a rear hump, something more like the X2. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Hitscan Hyperlight, and one of my favorite shapes for that type of grip style with just like a bit more of a hump is something like the Sora V2 shape. So that would be the MCHOS L7 Pro Plus or something like that. Also, please let me know if I'm too quiet. I tend to move away from my mic a bit too much because I'm trying not to spit on it and push what is it called? Plosives? Yeah, plosives right into your eardrums. What's the VM800? It's a Japanese exclusive mouse. And so is the M1 Shigure over here, which we're also going to check out. The Shigure is actually used. I can tell you how much I paid for these. It would take a while to get it all up though. The VM800 I got for around $50 US, brand new. I don't know why I got it this cheap. Normally this mouse is supposed to be like $130 US. Then the Shigure I got for around, I don't even know. I got this one pretty cheap. I think it was like 35 or 40 bucks because it was used. I got it all from a platform that's called Buyee. It's called Buyee.Japan or something like that. Was it Buyee? Isn't it .jp.co? No, it's not. Okay, it's just Buyee.jp. Yeah, exactly. That's the website. You can use it to buy like aftermarket stuff. You can buy stuff from auctions. You can buy stuff from Amazon and all types of online retailers over there. So I can highly recommend it. It's freaking awesome. And usually the used stuff you buy in Japan is almost like new, because Japanese people really care about the stuff that they own. The AIM one in white looks so clean, it really does. I wonder what this one's going to look like in black. Or is it even black? I think it is. I mean, it's black on the box, so I highly assume it is. I don't even remember. I did see a few white units, and they were super dirty. Well, not dirty, dusty on the inside, where it's going to be a bit more difficult to clean. The top shells most of the time looked fine. Yesterday, I tried to clean my Zero that is worn out, ended up messing it up. Wait, what? How? Oh, that was you that asked. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How did you mess your mousepad up by washing it, though? What is the shipping price? I paid around 16 Swiss francs, so that's like $20 US for these two to be shipped together. And shipping only took like a bit more than a week. Actually, no, it took longer. About 2 weeks. And that was with EMS. Yonaki with the resub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's crazy. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it, man. You're still using the Zero? I thought you'd bench it? You talking to Flavio or me? I personally don't ever use it. I only use it for videos. The sub sound is crazy? Yeah. I think we're gonna need more subs here in chat to hear that sound a bit more. But yeah, if you got any recommendations for like funny sub sounds or videos or anything like that, you can definitely hit me up in Discord. Especially if you've subbed already, I'm more than willing to implement stuff that you'd like to see, unless it's even worse than what I have right now. Was talking about you since you said it was creaking and shit. Oh, you're talking about the mouse. Yeah, I need to use it. I need to review it. I need to use, like, my rule number 1 is that I use products for at least a week straight before I review them. Like, at the very least. Normally, I take like 2 weeks. Run me through what's on the desk. So yeah, Japanese exclusive mice. It's the A1 Shigure, the VM800 from Elocom, which is a Japanese electronics company that is actually insanely big. Like, you could think of them as freaking Philips or some type of stuff, but like for Japan only. But they just happen to have a mouse department where they have some people that are super passionate about gaming mice, which is pretty sick. And then we're also going to give away a Pulsar ES-FS1 over in chat on Twitch. I also did make some research on resolution for Twitch, by the way, and 1080p 60 is not happening unless we're partner. So if we stream more and we get up to 75 viewers average, or we just get more subs, I can definitely put the quality up to 1080p 60, but for now we're gonna be stuck on 936p. Does your stream have 7TV? Yeah, I do. I set it all up a few days ago. We have 7TV, we have better TTV, although I haven't implemented any better TTV emotes for my channel personally, but we also have Frank Face C. 7TV are gonna have the best emotes though. Yo, Blending, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Also, 1G and Red Mana. Huge thanks to you guys.
Nice car. Perfect.
Yeah, so it works on the overlay here in the bottom left, but when I look at my chat on my OBS, it doesn't work, unfortunately, so I can't see your emotes personally, but I can live with that. Or I fix it sometime else. Also, Honka Jr., H-Sump, and Blading Tang. Thanks for the subs, guys.
Nice car.
Seriously.
Perfect.
Dude, I was shocked by how many Swiss people instantly replied to that video. I didn't know I had so many Swiss viewers. Holy shit, guys.
Perfect.
Yo, Samu CS, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Chat's going crazy today. Holy shit. I need to stream in the evenings more often, man. That's actually insane. Can he even see the YouTube chat? I can see it. Don't worry. Yeah, okay, yeah, you might be German, but I also definitely had some other Swiss people reaching out to me. It's pretty hilarious. Holy shit, dude, what is happening? Yo, Naki with the 5 gifted. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much, man. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, W's in the chat. Naki, my goat. My #1 fan.
Perfect.
He's hopping and twisting and turning on a crazy style.
Nice.
You're also liking this guy. Full thanks for the follows.
Perfect.
Alright, yeah, if you got any more questions, please reach out to me in chat. Just at me. And yeah, let's get into this freaking unboxing. And as always, if you got any recommendations or things you don't like about the stream, just reach out to me over on Discord. My Discord is just JQ. Were they giving away the mouse? Later this video. US only giveaway? No, the giveaway will be worldwide and I will be paying for shipping myself. So please pray for me. Yeah, and thanks for the follows. Really appreciate it. Have you tried the Meow gaming gear grips? No, I have not. Have you ever tried the Type 99? Yes, I have, and it is way too slow for my personal preferences. It is a very, very slow and controlled mousepad. Just so you know. 1k euro shipping to Narnia, yeah, pretty much. Now, fortunately, Swiss shipping is pretty decent. I think to the US it's like 24 US dollars, 25. Although this one is going to be a bit heavier, but it's absolutely going to be worth it because I know it's going to be going to someone who actually cares about gaming mice. So I'd much rather give it away here on Twitch for an audience that cares for it, rather than giving it away to some random Twitter bot.
Nice.
Also, Payfloop, thanks for the follow. But yeah, let's start with the perhaps less interesting one. The VM800 is brand new and it's also never been reviewed in English as far as I know. So we're gonna keep that one to the side for a bit. Actually, I'll put it over here. Oh, that was a bad idea. The packaging split in two. Very interesting packaging. Type 99 mid ain't that bad. I do have one in mid, but it's very slow compared to all the pads that I normally use. I am a huge speed pad fiend. Like, some of my favorite mouse pads of all time are gonna be like the Raiden mid back then. Then the PMM S2P QE, which is arguably the fastest cloth pad out there right now. And also the Infinity My Speed V2 and V3. How I like Metrova? Metrova is fine. It's just the shipping times and stuff like that that I've heard a lot of negativity about. But other than that, Metrova pads are absolutely fine. Have you tried the AC Pro Mid? Yes, I freaking love it. I actually helped them with some feedback back then before it released. I really love the packaging, especially. It's also one of my favorite mouse pads. It's awesome. Storia Kikyo, I don't know what that is, I'm sorry. It's also a Japanese exclusive mouse. Okay, I need to know about that. Kikyo, Storia Kikyo. Mouse.
Nice car.
Oh, it's that one. So funny thing is, if you're talking about the mouse that is a solid shell, wait, I can show you this to stream. Sensor off. You're talking about the one on the right here? This one? Because this one I already have. Because it's an OEM model that Nifter released as well. And it's actually really solid. If you're talking about one on the left, I'm really sorry, but I couldn't care less. The cutouts, it's just not for me. When will the Titan review be up? This week. This week. Hopefully Friday or Saturday. Hopefully. Is it an NPO1S Ergo clone? No, it's just an NPO1S clone. It's slightly different, but yeah, it's just an OEM model. It's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's also nothing crazy. It's just a good mouse.
Nice car.
It's exactly what you expect it to be. It's just a lightweight NPO1S pretty much. Alright, I need to get into this unboxing, but yeah, if you got any... Actually, I do see a question from a sub. I absolutely need to reply to that. Also, thanks to all the follows. I really appreciate you guys. I agree right now, favorite is the Heian Soft, and it's a night and day different. Yes, it actually is. It's crazy how many freaking mouse pads we have in all the different types of categories these days. Like, we have absolute freaking mud pads, and then we have the fastest pads that you could ever imagine. Didn't expect you to be a Yeet listener. I used to be the biggest Yeet fan ever, but ADL is not it. I'm sorry. There is one song on ADL that I actually enjoy. The whole album is just not for me personally. Infinity Mice cook every time. Bro, Infinity Mice had the biggest bag of all time and they absolutely fumbled it. They're just not doing anything. I don't get it. They are like doing like revisions, like V3s and V4s and type of stuff, but like they're doing like virtually no marketing. Virtually no, I don't know. Like, Infinity Mice, in my personal opinion, back then when the whole enthusiast mousepad scene started and they put out pads like this, they were pretty much the best brand you could buy mousepads from for like 30 to 40 bucks. Like, they were pretty much the standard back then for PU pads. But right now, I don't know what's going on. They need to log in. If they released brand new pads with this type of art style and all type of new stuff, I don't know. Everyone will be gobbling it up, in my opinion. But yeah. Alright. Why do you think that most pros don't care about optimal shape and just use Vipers and Superlights? Because it's what most people use. It's not because of any brand deals or sponsor thingies or anything like that. Like, yeah, sure, it might happen, but there's like no solid evidence for that. Most people just use what they're comfortable with, and what they're comfortable with is what they've been using for so long, and the only reason why you're using it for so long is because everyone else is using it. It's like using Apple or Samsung? Yes, exactly. It's just because it's what everyone uses. Giveaway already done? Nah. It's gonna come up later, but also you're gonna have to step over to Twitch if you want to be a part of it, because I can only draw giveaways from one chat, so I'll do it over on Twitch. So definitely hop over to ! Twitch if you wanna. Oh shit, that's the wrong chat. Wait, let me hop over to the YouTube chat. I forgot I set up that command.
Nice car.
Wait, does it actually work or not? Holy shit! Yo, thanks for all the follows. Really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, that does work. Yeah, you're gonna have to hop over to Twitch if you want to be a part of the giveaway later in the stream. Maybe I'll miss the giveaway. It's 4 a.m. Where are you from? The Philippines? That's crazy. Wait, 4 a.m. That could be like Korea, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to stream like more in the English-speaking time zone where most people are, so I'm sorry if you Asian guys and gals.
Nice car.
GMT +8, unlucky. Southeast Asia, yeah, I figured. Yo, welcome back. Finally got to catch a stream. Yeah, imagine I actually stream
Nice car.
in an English-speaking time zone, especially in the US time zone. Yo, yeah, huge thanks for all the follows. I can't even catch up anymore. You guys are absolutely insane. All right, so here's the AIM-1 Shigure. As already mentioned, this is a Japan exclusive mouse. You can not buy this in Europe or pretty much anywhere else. And this is also going to be a used copy that I did buy from a customer in Japan from Baiyi. Spent like 30 or 40 bucks on it plus shipping. And it's already looking pretty interesting. The on-off switch being over here is kind of funny. Also because it's like horizontal. Looking closer at the skates, there are actually no skate ridges, which is very nice. So that's dope. Skate material looks pretty mid. Yeah, the giveaway is going to happen later in the stream. And the shape looks pretty funny. It's kind of slimmer towards the back than it is towards the front. It almost looks wider here on the top, which is very interesting. I didn't even know that. Yeah, the bottom curvature is very funny. It's definitely pretty unique, but if you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like a high hump Sora. Side buttons also look pretty unique, but I think they're in a good spot. Doesn't look too bad. What's your go-to aftermarket skates? You can do exclamation mark skates. It's like a reversed mouse. Yeah, almost. And here's what it looks like from the top. Coating feels nice. It feels very, very rubbery. Like this is probably the most rubbery coating I've ever felt. And here's the other side. So there's no... Yeah, there's absolutely zero branding on the entire mouse. The only branding you have is like this logo here on the base plate, which is very interesting. Yeah, the flare is definitely quite interesting for sure. The hump does look pretty dope, but it also looks pretty high. All right, let me get my Sora V2. I actually have a Sora V1. I have a Vaxi Sora. I have a Sora V3, and I also have a MCHOS L7 Pro Plus, which are all going to be the exact same pretty much. So, for the sake of crediting the creator, I'm going to compare it to the Sora V3 here. Yeah, you better be greeting Wampus here in chat. He deserves your respect. Yeah, it's definitely a higher hump for sure. Like, a lot higher. Yeah, it looks kind of crazy. High hump, but more towards the middle? Yeah, it definitely is slightly more towards the middle, and it's also a lot higher. And here is a comparison from beneath. It's a lot wider towards the front. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Normally, I enjoy mice a lot more if they're more narrow towards the front. Quasimodo Al looking mouse. Yeah, the bottom shell isn't detextured. All black looks clean? Yeah. Especially because it's so rubbery. It looks pretty nice because it looks like super matte. And then we also have the receiver inside of the packaging, which is pretty sick, but also pretty big. Here's the receiver. Very unique, but also pretty big. Let me compare it to something that you're... Oh, that was a TV dongle that just fell to my floor. Unlucky. Yeah, here is a comparison to the Pulsar receiver.
Nice.
Yo, Ronnie, Romboy, and Dario. Thanks for the follows, appreciate it. Yeah, this is gonna be the AIM-1 Shigure. Yeah, that was my CR Draco TV that fell to the floor, and it just... It made the loudest sound ever, IRL. I don't think you heard it because I have compression on for my mic right now, but... Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if I had a huge crack in my floor right now. Because that receiver is indeed a huge fucking TV. Thought you meant a real TV? I mean, it is. Let me show you. Oh, well. It even fell over to my feet. Yeah, here it is. It's a whole ass TV. That's why we call it the TV receiver. It's freaking enormous. And here's the AIM-1 receiver compared to it. This one almost looks like tiny compared to it, but even this is pretty big. Serious talk, the alert is low-key crazy. I agree, and I love it. And I love it. And I love it. Yeah. Anyway, paperwork. We don't really care. Finally caught a JQ stream. Can you believe it? I like alert as well. Nice caught, by the way. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Itachi, my favorite balls poster on Twitter. Actually, do I need the cardboard? Because there's gonna be like no documentation online probably. What does it say? It just says like how to charge the mouse and nah, I don't care. Alright, we also do have spare skates, it seems. But these are just gonna be the same exact ones. They're just like pretty hard PTFE opaque skates that are probably not gonna be my favorite. And also what sucks is that the front skate design is pretty thin. So your aftermarket skate options are gonna be limited. Also, please let me know in chat what you think about the chat overlay in the top and the bottom left. Is it like too small for you guys? Especially for you watching on mobile, can you actually read it? I really would like to know. Sora V3? Yeah, this is a Sora V3. I haven't reviewed it yet because I don't have access to the firmware that I need. On PC, it's fine. It's pretty small for mobile. It's unreadable for me. Okay. I'll make it bigger for next stream. Let me take notes.
Nice car.
Thank you so much for telling me. I swear to God, feedback means fucking everything. Because sometimes I absolutely don't know what to do at this point. Make chat a bit bigger. I have taken notes. Did Twitch finally allow merge chat? Yes, they did, about a month ago. Fucking finally. That was like one of the main reasons why I never wanted to do multi-streaming, because if I just talk to YouTube chat and can't even like mention YouTube or anything like that, I just feel super schizo. Think you need to add a dark background layer for it, or is it still not good enough? I have like a shadow turned on for the chat and it's like set to the max. I could also do like an outline, but the outline is on the inside of the letters and it just looks stupid. Have you tried the capsule magic ice skates? Yeah, funny story. Those only exist because of me. That was my idea. I proposed the whole thing to them, and they made it together with me. I have like, I don't know, 18 sets of those. They're awesome. I'm really happy that they made it. Copy paste text for screenshot. I'm a Sora V2 main and have been since launched. Been using the X2H Crazy Light the last couple of months a lot though. What's better pick between the X2 and Crazy Light Mini Lycan? Whatever you feel the most comfortable with. The only thing that matters is shape. As long as the shape suits you, your hand size, your grip style, and your personal needs, you're absolutely set. There's no such thing as better. That's going to be my answer to that question. Do you perhaps have the Lamsu Paro? I do not have it right next to me. I'd have to go search for it. I'm sorry. What the fuck is that copy pasta? That's hilarious. I DM'd you on Discord. I'll check it out later. Sorry. Yo, Onyx and Sunwoo and Pedal. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, let's get into the fucking unboxing. I'm just yapping at this point. Anyway, I haven't even talked about the shape. I haven't even gripped it yet. USB-A to USB-C cable, super stiff. We're still talking about the AIM-1 Shigure. Receiver looks pretty sick. I'm so much looking forward to trying the WebDriver and not being able to find it because it's all in Japanese. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. Well, let's see if I can put this all back together. I actually like the packaging. It's like super slim and minimal, and it's all cardboard inside. And yeah, it just makes sense. Also, Dave, Onyx, and Freya, thanks for follows. Appreciate it. Is it made in Japan or made in China? It's definitely made in China. Absolutely.
Nice car. Perfect.
Wait, why does it say the company info in Korean? Is it originally a Korean company? Because nah, it's designed in Japan and everything here on top is in Japanese, but the info here in the bottom right is Korean. I'm confused. Is And Gamer Inc. a Korean company? Konnichiwa Honda. I know exactly what we're referring to. Oh my god, that's gotta be the most racist meme of all time. It's like a slightly smaller Viper V3 Pro. I don't know about that. Aim 1 pad? I wanted to check it out, but all of their bases are a bit on the softer side. I'm not really a huge fan. Maybe it's in Korean for shits and giggles? I don't know. Could be. Probably not. Anyway, in terms of the shape, holy shit, this is unique. I'll say that. It's definitely wider towards the front, and I absolutely feel that. The hump feels really comfortable because it's moved more towards the center. It doesn't feel like a super steep rear hump compared to something like the X2N, for example. You see like how mellow it is on the Shigure, and over on the X2N it's like super steep and aggressive. That you definitely do feel. It feels more like an OP1 type of hump. It's a bit more mellow, a bit more forgiving. I want you to try the Aim 1 glass pad. It looks so good. Yeah, a lot of your stuff looks really good. Those bowling sounds are too loud. Alright, noted. I'll fix that. Thanks for telling me. I'll make the sound more quiet over my Streamlabs next time. Make follow sound quieter. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, it's definitely a bit annoying today because we're getting in so many fucking follows. But yeah, shout out to everyone who's been following today. Really appreciate it. Thoughts on Taobao being the hidden treasure of a pad marketplace? Taobao is pretty much the hidden treasure of pretty much everything that you could possibly buy in terms of like tech and hardware and stuff like that. I've been using it a lot recently and importing with Superbuy. Like my whole custom Nintendo Switch, that only happened because of Shanyu, Goofish, which is like a the eBay for China pretty much, but also a lot of secondhand. It's like mainly secondhand stuff and like custom stuff. It's kind of like Etsy, kind of, but like 100 times bigger. How does the hump feel compared to the CA? That's a great question. I don't have a CA right next to me. But like out of my memory, it kind of is similar. I will say that. It's kind of like a mixture between a CA12, not the 13. It's the 12, the bigger one, and then the Sora V2. It's kind of like a mixture of those two. And then also like the front is just more wide for whatever reason. I don't think I'm going to enjoy the front part of it too much, but yeah. But that's pretty much the TLDR for this mouse so far. Similar to the Heian Soft, but smoother surface. That's exactly what the Vagabond is. But it's definitely actually it's slower. It's kind of like a Hayate Atsu, but like ever so slightly slower. Yeah, it's definitely slower than a Heian. Smoother surface. Heian. You need something pretty fast. I don't really know too many mouse pads that are fast and smooth. Yeah, I don't even know what to recommend you, but like the Hayate Atsu is like not too much slower. That's also like a lot less textured. Infinity Mice V3, yeah, it's gonna be a lot faster than even a Heian. But the Infinity Mice speed is nice. If you want something faster, I can highly recommend the PMM S2 Peak Quantum Edition. Key 83 is my favorite pad of all time. That one in mid is freaking awesome, but it's going to be a bit slower than the Heian for sure. Just so you know. Still not a balanced pad though. Like the Key 83 is like Well, it is kind of a balance pad, but it's like at the very top spectrum of a balance pad. It's like a pretty fast balance pad. King Jade Leo Lee V2. Okay, yeah, we're just making shit up at this point. What's your opinion of the Razer pads? They're great. They're a bit expensive, but they're great. Yeah, also Pro Art Gaming. Thanks for the sub. And Callus and Ada, thanks for the follows. Yeah, nah, TLDR about the AIM-1 Shigure, it is a very unique shape. It's kind of like a mixture of a CA12 and a Sora V2. And yeah, let's look at the buttons. I don't know what switches they're using. They are definitely opticals, and they're very crisp. The Liu Li is a real pad. Yeah, just trust me. I do believe you. Surely. Nah, I'm just kidding. I do know, but...
Nice car. Perfect.
Actually, I don't know, but I believe you for sure. But does printing make pads faster or slower? It makes them slightly slower. Any type of heat treating most of the time, like almost always, makes it a bit slower. What did you eat today? I ate the biggest fruit salad that you could possibly think of. Amadab made a review? Hell yeah. Amadab, my consistency goat. Bro will never skip a video. I'm very interested in how the durability of the Razer pads will be long term. It's going to be the same as any other unheat treated cloth pad ever. If you use the shit out of it and you don't clean it every other month, it's not going to hold up too well. But if you just use it normally, you're probably going to be able to use it for an entire year with like cleaning it like 2 or 3 times. That is if you grind like pretty much every day. If you don't use your mouse pad too often, you can easily use it like almost up to 2 years, but you're definitely going to have to clean it, and it will be a bit slower over time for sure. Armron Opticals. This feels way too crisp for being an Armron Optical. I would not think it'd be Armron Optical. That's crazy. They feel super fucking like tactile and crisp compared to like almost any other Armron Optical I've tried recently. Open it up. I do have a second pair of skates, but I don't want to open it up right now. I'm sorry. Oh, that was not planned. Anyway, I wanted to pause my music because I wanted to give you a sound test. Where's my mic? I need to change my filters. Mic, filters, noise gate off, compression off. All right, let's have a sound test of these supposedly Armron Opticals. Yeah, considering their optical switches, they sound and feel incredible, honestly. I'm very surprised. They sound great, and they feel great. The sound is Armron. I've been using the Dash for the entire last week, and they're also Armron Opticals, and they feel and sound very differently. That's why I was a bit confused for sure. I'm sure that just like the Lamsu Maya... Wait, was the Lamsu Maya Armron Opticals as well? It's been freaking ages since I've touched that mouse. Anyway. Oh yeah, back then everyone was using Armron Opticals until the shortage came. That's true. Champions in the Maya X? Okay, gotcha. Each button sounds quite different to each other. Yeah, as always. Totally not Sally and Ada, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. And Celeste too. Is it Shiso or... Wait, is Shiso or what are you saying, Schizo? Or the GPX2S... Wow, Superlight 2 sensor is more precise for me than the Viper V4 Pro? Yeah, that's not gonna... Yeah, no. That can't be right. Like, from a tech spec standpoint, the Viper V4 Pro is definitely gonna feel more instant and also more precise in the smaller movements as well. Because we're talking about a much newer sensor. Do you like glass pads? I do like glass pads, but I don't like maining them. I like them in game, but I just don't like the part of having to swipe away dust and hairs from it, like mid game, and having like randomly have a dust or a hair, like a piece of dust or a hair underneath your mouse gate mid game and just throwing you off like crazy. Do you expect mice that you receive or buy to have good QC? These days, I expect any mouse to have good QC. The standard is like the bar is set so freaking sky high. So if I get a mouse with like terrible QC or like glaring issues, which almost never happens, I'm not gonna be able to recommend it to anyone. But obviously, like smaller QC stuff can happen to any mouse manufacturer out there. What do you think of steel pads? They sound super interesting. I definitely would try it out eventually, but they're probably gonna have the same issues as like your skin sticking on glass if you're sweating, and also dust and hair being stuck underneath your mouse skates eventually. Does sound interesting though. Eloshapes review just guessed and listed it as that. Okay, yeah, I don't know what they feel like. More tactile. They feel more like Kales. Either Kales or even like some type of TTC optical type beat. They feel like very snappy and like tactile. I will have to do research for my full review eventually. What about felt skates? Yeah, I cannot recommend them. I did beta test some for feedback, and it was not good at all. Do you use IEMs? I tried. I tried many times, but I cannot main IEMs whatsoever. I forgot if you use IEMs or... Yeah, no, I don't ever use them. Could it be TT Opticals V2? I'm not entirely sure because this mouse has been out for a bit. I think it's like almost a year old by now. Open back gang? Yeah. Normally I'm a closed back type of guy because I have a lot of noise around me. But if I do happen to have some peace and quiet, I'm a huge open back guy now, ever since I got my new DAC. And also some new headphones. My main headphones I can actually show you right now are the fuck, I forgot the name. FT1 Pros from FIO with a custom cable. I freaking love these. I had to EQ them a lot for me to like genuinely enjoy them. But ever since I EQ'd them and used them together with my DAC, I freaking love them so much. But like for gaming and everything else, I only use my Biodynamic headset, which is an MMX 300 Gen 2. Those are a great choice. Yeah, they're a great value, especially. They're like, what, $120 or something. Are 8K hubs just a gimmick? So anything like a dual 8K cable or an 8K hub or anything like that, the main selling point of it is going to be, like for the 8K hub, that you can use the power delivery with a USB-C cable if you're struggling with power delivery from your main board and you're actually having issues. Then it's also going to be a benefit if you only have one CPU-bound USB port on your main board, which almost no one has, from what I know. You can use a tool to actually do research on that, and if you want to know what a tool is, it's from a guy called Marius, who makes like custom PCBs for DualShock controllers. He made a tool to find out if you have like CPU-bound USB ports on your motherboard. But for anything else, all those hubs and cables and even this type of stuff that I'm using right now, it's mainly for convenience and aesthetics. Even I only use it for convenience and aesthetics. It's just nice to have one cable for both stuff, both things. And if you want to know if it like actually affects your performance or not, we're gonna have to wait for some actual scientific testing from some other third parties, because we don't really know too much about these cables. All we are seeing is just either people saying it's gonna be absolutely fine as long as you don't spam analog input at like 8K or even 16K and use your mouse at 8K like crazy and swipe at the same time, then you're obviously gonna have some pulse being lost. But other than that, if you just use your mouse and keyboard normally, yeah, you're not gonna have any issues at all. That's like a 99.9% given. I do see some people calling these like cables and even some of the hubs like absolute garbage because of some chips that they use, but bro, did you personally disassemble them and Do you know the absolute ins and outs? Did you test them? Probably not. So it's just gonna be a source, trust me, bro. Doesn't Yutsu still have shit QC? I don't know, man. My mouse kind of talks, but other than that, it's I. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's not QC. It's a part of the design. The shell is like super flexy, and yeah. If you care about the rigid top shell, you're not gonna enjoy the Sora V3. I can already tell you that. But in terms of the QC of the hardware, like of the buttons and all that type of stuff, it's fine. But design wise, from like the flexibility and the thinness of the shell, I don't like it personally, and a lot of people aren't gonna like it. Yeah, it ain't for me. I will stick with my current mouse. Yeah, I'm not surprised. If you want something like the Sora V3, I'd probably just recommend getting an MChos L7 Pro, M7. Oh my god, I can't even talk anymore. MChos L7 Pro Plus. First time seeing a mouse talking to me. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a feature? Totally. Does it flex at contact point? Nah, if you just play with it normally in game, you're not gonna feel it. I've never felt it in game. And probably no one will unless you like forcefully grip the mouse like a monkey. What do you think about TMR keyboards? I mean, they'll probably replace Hall effect keyboards eventually, but that's gonna take a while. Whether if it's like an actual benefit or not, theoretically, yeah, but it's not gonna make a difference. We're already down in the 0.2 milliseconds anyway. Speaking of flex, I hope like the Lycan shell with the whole bottom reduced to nothing. So I talked to 2 owners of the Lycan and they say that it is pretty much fully rigid and they cannot get it to flex on the sides. So that's pretty dope. Did you unbox the V800? VM800? No, that's what I'm gonna unbox next. I just need to clean up my stuff here a bit. Can you recommend a mousepad same speed or slightly slower than a Heian Soft with a better... Yeah, yeah, I guess you didn't hear me. Same speed or slightly slower is gonna be like a Key 83 mid or a Hayate Otsu mid. AC Pro Neon is still pretty textured. It is slightly less textured for sure, but it is still pretty textured, just so you know. I say like a Key 83 mid XXL. That would be a pretty dope buy because it's super freaking consistent too. But just keep in mind that it will definitely be a bit slower. I've only seen Japanese get their Lycan on Twitter. Yeah, Japanese people and also some Scandinavian people for some reason. Any AC is textured? Yes, for sure. Not as textured as a Heian, but is still pretty textured. Sounds incredible. Gonna enjoy my copy soon. I hope so too, man. I hope I'm gonna get mine soon. Have you used the new ES1? Are you talking about the FS1? Yeah, I've already reviewed it. And we're also giving away an FS1 this video, like this stream, if you didn't know. So stick around. Probably gonna give it away after we unbox the VM800. And after we've done the giveaway, we're also gonna dive into some web drivers and see what these mice are actually gonna be like. And maybe even play games. That would be mental. Imagine, JQ gameplay stream. I don't know if I dare. I haven't tested any of my gameplay settings for streaming. I might do it. I might. I'm not gonna promise you anything right now. How to join the giveaway? You're gonna have to hop over to !Twitch. I'll give it away on my Twitch chat. Because I can't give away stuff in 2 different chats, unfortunately. Not again? Yeah, I'm sorry. He's more than just a hand? Nah, I only test my mice in Excel spreadsheets. Trust me, I do not play games. I would never. What game do you play? I mainly play Marvel Rivals right now. I play all type of shit. I used to play CSGO for like, wow, many years. Let's say like 10 years. I played CSGO for like 10 years. And then a shark said he plays competitive Minesweeper exactly. Nah, I played a lot of Kovacs as well. I've got a few hundred hours there, and I did a lot of benchmarking. I did reach Jade Complete. That was not Jade Complete, Master Complete even. Well, that's already like a year or two ago. I also played a lot of Overwatch competitively, but that's also a bit of time ago. But right now, it's Marvel Rivals. And why you main Marvel Rivals? Because it's fun. I just have a lot of fun on that game. And the game doesn't feel like garbage, and it actually feels... Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do have a baller PC, so I don't know what it's like if you don't have like a too good PC. But yeah, I have like my game optimized to the absolute max, like with configs and also DLSS 4 and all type of stuff. Who you main in Rivals? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I can't read. Hella. Like the most aim-based hero in the entire game. That's what got me hooked on Rivals. She's so much fucking fun to play. I also play Phoenix a bit more now, but she's not so much of an aim character as she is like a mass damage character. Of course, damage matters, and Phoenix is really good. But I will say Hella has like more flanking potential and pick potential, of course. But I only just started like grinding ranked again recently, so also I don't have that many hours on Marvel. Let me check. I think I'm like 130 or 140. I mainly played it casually with my RL friends, but now we started like grinding ranked. And yeah, I'm about to touch Grandmaster in a bit. Obviously, Grandmaster is nothing crazy, but I got 130 hours. Is it time for Deadlock? I don't know if I'll ever be able to enjoy that game. I tried it twice. I'd have to like get some people who like really into Deadlock and teach me the stuff. But yeah, Hella headshots are indeed absolutely insane. The fact Ultron has infinite range is so funny, it actually is. Jaco Minecraft stream when? That would be pretty funny, like a community server or like some type of community event with my viewers or something like that. That would be freaking hilarious. But yeah, I have like thousands of hours in Minecraft, especially PvP back then. I used to like only play Minecraft PvP. But that's 10 years ago. I've pretty much played it all. Baby Keem, yes indeed. When are we running Rivals? Get me in there? Yeah, I could probably play together with you. You wouldn't even have too bad of a ping. Yeah, Naki, hit me up on Discord so I remember. I'll add you. We can run some for sure. I get burned out so quick, I get that. Christian Minecraft server. Yeah. I tried to enjoy Deadlock as well, but I couldn't. Which is weird since I used to love League of Legends. I kind of get that, but I don't know. It's difficult to get into, in my opinion. I'd rather get into guns than Deadlock at this point. Also, Sora, Trapper, and Who is Meta. Thanks for follows, appreciate it. In order to join the JQ SMP, you need to get a high enough score on Kovacs maps. Yes, exactly. You need to do like a voltaic benchmark and reach Master Complete before you can join the SMP. That would be crazy. Couple of Minecraft old hats, pretty much. Getting old, man. I'm freaking unk. I'm 25 years old. Can't believe it. I'm about to fucking die. The only flaw of your channel is that it's too clean? What do you mean? It's like my I don't know what you mean. What I personally hate about some channels is that like their quality is like 10 times higher than the effort that they put into like, I don't know, caring about the product sometimes. Not like in terms of reviewers, just like pretty much anyone. I don't really like, I'm kind of like Stubby FPS. I kind of don't like watching YouTube videos that have like cinema-like quality. It's just like, eventually I just feel like I'm watching more of like art than actual information. So I try to like kind of balance it. That's why I'm still using a freaking phone to record and stream. I am thinking of getting a camera, but that's like the most I would get. I wouldn't like to upgrade anything else really, because my lighting's already pretty okay. And yeah. Which IMs or headphones do you use? You can do exclamation mark headphones or exclamation mark headset. I mainly use a headset. Either all cinematic or all info. Yeah, that's what I feel like. And I kind of want to be like in between both worlds. I kind of want to like have quality that's good enough to watch. And I feel like my videos are fine now. Especially like if you watch my video from today, I feel like that's pretty good. but I also don't want it to like look like absolute garbage. Like one of my first videos, like you do not want to watch one of my first JQ videos. You do not want to watch that. Like Optimum, I feel like he struck a good middle, no, not really a middle ground. He pretty much aced everything. I don't agree with some of his testing methodologies and some of his opinions, but most of the time he's pretty based. Most of the time. And his quality is fucking insane. Like, he's mastered it. All cinematics sometimes feels like an ad. Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like a lot of the really, really high quality content isn't like brutally honest. I watch vids for personality and gameplay. I don't care about the cinematic production. Yeah, same personally. I only, like, the only reason I want to watch a review is because I want to know about the product. I don't want to know how many thousands of dollars you spent on your recording setup. Do we review IEMs? No, I do not. If you want to watch IEM reviews, I can highly recommend Fresh Reviews because he has a focus on FPS with IEMs, which is probably what you care about. So yeah, no, I don't test IEMs at all. Hot take, people that collect glass pads need to find another hobby. Just get into art or something. There is a difference, trust me, bro. Trust me, but yeah, it's just expensive. And if you just buy the same glass pad over and over with different types of artwork,
Nice car.
Like, all I'm thinking about is Endgame on Twitter right now. He has like 100 glass pads. And I'm willing to bet that he's only put more than 10 hours on like 5 of them. I get it. It's a collectible. It looks cool, but it's like I don't really understand it. But then again, I also have like 40 cloth pads hanging right next to my left shoulder. So who am I to speak? At least I get to give all of those mouse pads that I don't use away at Switzerland every single year. So if you are from Switzerland or if you're near Switzerland and if you want to attend a LAN event with about 2.3k people, yeah, come to Switzerland. It's just called switzerland.com. I can send it into chat. It's actually really interesting. It's the biggest LAN event. Oh, actually, it's .ch. I'm sorry. Switzerland.ch. It's the biggest LAN event in the German-speaking region. So if you ever come out there, keep an eye open for my Twitter. I will be giving away a lot of stuff there for free, obviously. I'm running the OG Super Glide. That's pretty based. $25 for an Artisan Zero Good. Yes, that's very good. I want to try glass pads, but I can't be bothered with the prices. Yeah, especially for shipping. And then if you want to sell it, shipping's gonna suck ass as well. Do they speak English? You're talking about people at Switzerland? Yeah, Swiss people talk English. Cat Jam? Yeah, that was the ultimate Osu track. Model mousepad? You can do exclamation mark mousepad. Alright, let's get into the fucking unboxing. I am yapping. Indeed. Yeah, I was also talking about LAN. I mean, yeah, it's Swiss people. They do talk English. The French part doesn't like speaking English too much, but yeah, for those who don't know, in Switzerland, we speak Swiss German, like the German part. Then there's Italian, Retro-Romanian, and French. Retro-Romanian is absolutely dying, and you shouldn't really care about it. I'm sorry. I just hurt a lot of feelings. But yeah, French is indeed crazy. I'm sorry for not censoring it. Where are you based? Yeah. Oh, wait, now you're talking about Flavi. Okay, never mind. Let me pin my volume here for Spotify. Okay. Unboxing? Yes, unboxing. It's time. So we unboxed the A1 Shigure, and now it's time for the Elcom VM800. I think we should make a gaming mouse that doesn't whisper things at you.
Nice car.
Solid idea.
Perfect.
Yo, Balrog, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Also, Youngstar and RCC and CDD. C Diddy? That's crazy. That thing looks so cool. Okay, if you think this looks cool, look at the freaking packaging. It just splits in two. It's It's kind of crazy. It's like it's just like split diagonally, and then you open it like this, and then you have like a box in a box. And now I need to check how I actually open it. I think you need to like put your finger in here and then lift it, and then you see the mouse. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just a thingy. And here's the mouse. It is a... Okay, let me get this correctly. It is an asymmetrical mouse. Because people freak out when I say asymmetrical, even though it theoretically is a pronunciation, but although not so popular. But yeah, it is an asymmetrical mouse. It is not a real ergo, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't have like tilt on the mouse buttons. Oh, the button height is pretty low considering that it's an asymmetrical mouse. Knowing German and English is enough to live comfortably in Switzerland? Absolutely. Unless you're in the French part, then you're absolutely fucked. And same goes for the Italian part. Ooh, this one feels nice. The texture is interesting. We'll get into that later. I'm gonna have to edge you. I'm sorry. The front is not tilted to the right. Yeah, exactly. It is not tilted. It is an asymmetrical mouse. It's not an ergo mouse. So with ergo mice, that is like the main difference a lot of people don't really know about. So on the left, I have an ergo mouse, and on the right, I have an asymmetrical mouse. And the main difference of these two mice is... Oh my god, it's so glossy. I'm gonna dox the shit out of me. The main difference is gonna be the tilt. You see like the E1 here on the left side, it has a lot of tilt. That is the main difference between an asymmetrical mouse here on the right and an ergo mouse. Asymmetrical is not going to have any tilt. Like, that's how we call them. Of course, they're both asymmetrical, but we call this one an ergo because it has tilt. And we call this one an asymmetrical mouse because it doesn't have tilt. Of course, they're both asymmetric. But yeah, we just call them differently so that they're easier to tell apart. That's also why the NPO1S Ergo, for example, is pretty much an asymmetrical mouse in my opinion because it has almost no tilt. Like, it's so subtle. Man, it feels kind of illegal to look at a mouse like this. It's so exposed. The holes are all gaping. In Italy, we do not like English. Yeah, in like French-speaking countries, it's even worse. Show me the hole is crazy. I love the NPO1S Ergo. Yeah, it's a great shape. And it's a great mouse in general. I see that, and I'm so used to symmetrical mice, I think it's a QC issue. It's crazy. Alright, let's get into this mouse, though. The Elecom VM800. I also do want to mention, this mouse comes in two different versions. There is this one, and a large model. So if you're tuning in from Japan or any country that actually has this mouse for sale, or if you want to import it from Baiyi or any other platform from Japan, you can get a bigger model if you have bigger hands. But for my 19 by 10 centimeter hands and my type of grip style, it's pretty much perfect. I have like a bit of space here, a bit of space up here, my thumb here. I'll get more into detail with the grip and size and everything like that, but I would recommend most people this size and not a large model, unless you know that you want a bigger mouse. That looks like something that I would like, probably, but the right side is very different. It, like, you see the slant here? It goes in so fucking deep. It's like the most aggressive taper I've seen since the original G303. I grip like that with 18 by 9, yeah, then you would probably enjoy it. But yeah, keep in mind that it has like a crazy taper here on the right side. What about 16 by 9? Yeah, you'd probably still be able to use it, but it's going to be more like a palm grip that you're going to be forced into if you have like a shorter hand like that. Reminds me of the egg shape. Yeah, like kind of a G303 type beat, but it, even compared to the G305, it's still like a lot of taper. But yeah, it's a very, very unique shape. I'd like to see a mouse company only selling the board, and at the checkout you choose the shape of it. That's pretty much Pulsar. They use the same internals in fucking everything, and they've been doing that for almost 2 years. But yeah, if it would be like swappable, that would be pretty cool. What do you think about the coding? I don't think it has one. That is, yeah, pretty unfortunate. It doesn't feel like it's actually coded. And if it is coded, it's a very, very light coding. But from what I am feeling so far, I think there might be like a very subtle coding, but it's just, yeah, pretty minimal. Oh wait, the whole underside is just stickers. And what the fuck is this skate situation? What? Okay, this is super weird. So the whole glossy part here is just a sticker. Then you have a button here, and you have the on-off switch. And then this black part here, the glossy thing, is not a skate. It's just plastic. And then you have corner skates, like dot skates here. I want to repeat myself here. This is pretty much like the Philips of tech in Japan. It's like a huge fucking tech company, like a big ass tech company that makes everything. They make like ACs, all that type of stuff. And they also happen to make mice. And that mouse that they happen to make is like a straight up enthusiast asymmetrical shape with a dot skate design where you can also put on pad skates. That's actually crazy. I'm sure they know nothing about mice. Yeah, surely not. They surely don't have somebody in the R&D department who absolutely geeked the crap out of this thing. Yeah, they have a Twitter account only for their gaming products, and they also showed like all of the molds that they had, that they went through, and like the shaping of the clay and everything like that. It was pretty interesting. They like made it all themselves. Full glossy plastic skates, yeah, pretty much. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. Very unique for sure. And so is the shape, man. The taper is crazy. I'm gonna have to get used to that, but it does feel pretty comfortable. But if you do have like a relaxed type of claw grip or anything like that, I would probably only recommend this smaller version, like 18 centimeters and below, because I already have like quite some overlap if I try to relax claw it. So I would probably prefer the bigger one, the L version, if I did that type of grip. But since I do more of an aggressive and pincer hybrid grip, this is perfectly fine for me. But I'm gonna have to change the skates. I don't like using dot skates personally. Okay, let's get into the rest of the packaging. You get stickers. It's just a sticker sheet. You have like separate stickers here, as you can see. In your opinion, what's the most important thing to upgrade in your gaming setup? Your chair. Chair, desk, or monitor. Or especially a monitor arm. If you're not on a monitor arm yet, I can highly recommend it. It's like one of the most affordable, huge ass upgrades that you can do to your setup. It's life-changing, in my opinion. Hamster mouse solos, next question. Real. Either that or the capybara mouse. Here's a little QR code thingy, quick start, which might actually come in handy because I do not speak Japanese and it's going to be difficult to find all the drivers and that type of stuff. And here are the skates. Dude, they actually made it all themselves. It's crazy. I need to get a monitor arm. I can highly recommend getting a... If you're on like a 24 or 25 inch, I can recommend the Huanuo one from Amazon.
Nice car.
And if you Actually, you know what? I'm only going to recommend the Arctic one. I'll find the Arctic monitor arm for you guys on Amazon real quick, and I'll link it. Because that is my #1 recommendation. It's a bit annoying to set up the very first time, but after that, it's insanely rigid. I have to restart my PC real quick. Yeah, no worries. See you in a sec. Let me grab a link. I'm gonna have to switch accounts real quick. Oh yeah, while setting up my Stream Deck again, because it just didn't work with my newest OBS version, I found out that there is a plugin for Philips Hue on Stream Deck, which is actually pretty sick. And it works very well. I can definitely recommend it. Orders. No, not orders. Arctic monitor arm. Wait till I'm back? Nah, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to tune in on your phone. You gotta lock in, dude. You can't just leave stream like that. Okay, here's the monitor arm. It is an affiliate link, just so you know. This is my #1 recommendation. You're probably gonna be able to find it a bit cheaper on like local retailers. Like for Switzerland, for example, that would be Digitech or Brack. Yeah. That one is absolutely goated. I can highly recommend it. It's super strong. It goes up a lot higher than most desk clamp monitor arms. But if you have the opportunity to wall mount it, why not? Why not? And for wall mounted monitor arms, I don't have any recommendations because I don't use one. Ergotron actually is absolutely goated, but they're super expensive. Okay, here's the USB-A to USB-C cable for the Elecom VM800. It's very slim compared to most cables. And it is pretty stiff as always, so it's well insulated. Isolated? Fuck me. I don't even know anymore. What was your first gaming mouse? Ooh, the Logitech G... What was it called? Yeah, the Logitech G600. I'm gonna have to show you that one. Where is my switch button? There it is. This one. The Logitech G600. It was on clearance for like 25 bucks. And it was the first mouse that I ever bought myself. I was like, I don't know, 11 years old, maybe. And I used like it has like 3 mouse clicks. It has like mouse 1, mouse 2, and mouse 3. And the third button I bound to changing perspective in Minecraft to try hard in PvP a bit more. So I didn't have to go off of my WASD for looking behind me. It's hilarious. Holy Unk, yeah, I told you I'm 25. I'm about to fucking die, dude. Enjoy my content whilst it's here. BTL Gretza guys went in all these years. Yeah, holy shit, I forgot about those. What was the brand called again? Vancer. I wonder what's up with Vancer these days. He probably just does mouse design like as consulting or like for manufacturers and stuff like that these days.
Nice car.
But yeah, that was my goat mouse back then. I had like the entire of the bottom row bound to like Alt Tab because I didn't want my parents to see that I was playing games the whole day.
Nice car.
It was hilarious. And the rest of all the keybinds I used for like hot swapping in Minecraft. Naga was awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't ever get to experience that. Need a 60-gram version? I don't know about that. I don't know if we need an MMO mouse like that these days. There's definitely an audience for it, but yeah. Are you an MMO player? Absolutely not. I never was. I did play Warcraft for like, I don't know, up to level 75 and then never again. I played for like a month. I also did play Black Desert online, but only for like 30 hours or something like that. 25 maybe, which is like nothing in an MMO. I always wanted to get into them more, but I never really had any friends to play MMOs with, and I didn't want to like grind alone. I always played with friends. That's mainly why I played like CSGO for 10 freaking years. I mean, Pulsar wants to make one as well. That's true. I mean, there's definitely an audience for it. It's just not so much in our community, of course. But then again, our community is very niche. Anyway, getting back into the Elecom VM800 before we do the Pulsar FS1 giveaway in a bit. Stay tuned. I'm edging you for real. Here's the receiver. It's a mini cube. It's pretty sick. Just get more friends, little bro.
Nice.
Have you used the 2C before? Yeah, I did a review on it. You can check out my my videos. I did review it. It's pretty decent. It was definitely the best mouse that Logitech ever released at that point, especially because it didn't have the skate ridges, and also the skates were fine. Logo reminds me of Truth Ear. I don't remember that logo. But yeah, here's what it looks like. It does feel, like in general, the whole mouse just feels pretty uncoated. And I don't really like the sticker on the underneath. I can feel like a hexagon pattern, so they definitely put a sticker on top of it because there's like cutouts on the base. But actually, I forgot to weigh the mice. Let's actually talk about weight here for a bit. So the AIM-1 Shigure comes in at 46 grams, which is very surprising considering the size of it. It's like such a big hump. And overall, like, it's not a small mouse. So 46 grams is really decent. And then the VM800 comes in at 58.5. So considering our enthusiast community, this would be what we would call a medium to like almost high weight these days, because most mice that we receive come in at like 55 grams or below. I don't really feel the weight though. Like, I don't care about weight as long as it's balanced. Yeah, kind of same, Bluey. It's like, as long as it's like under 65 or something like that, it feels absolutely fine. As long as the weight is balanced. If it's unbalanced, it feels like crap. Just like the Super Strike, for me personally, for example. I don't like how front heavy it is. I notice it a lot. Every bit of texture on the bottom shell contributes to the cloth pad drag, so I definitely appreciate what they did here. Ideally, you would just have no skate ridges and skates that are thick enough so that you can't bottom out the base plate on your mouse pad. But of course, that's not going to be possible to fully avoid if you're on like an X soft, or like an XX soft mouse pad. Getting to the rest of the packaging, here are the skates that they also have inside the box, and I'm very interested in seeing how good those are, because that's what I'm going to be using. Have the vaccine lineup is 69 gram and it's fine? Yeah, because the weight is like very well balanced. How is the balancing compared to the E1? So on the VM800, it feels absolutely fine.
Nice car.
Yo, Samuel, thanks for following. Appreciate it. It feels good. It's like perfectly balanced right down the center. I'm going to put on these skates and then we're going to talk a bit more about the mouse and then we'll do the giveaway afterwards. All right, so here are the skates. I've never seen anything like this. I thought I've seen all skate manufacturers in the entire world so far, but this seems to be a new one that I have not seen. Maybe it's something that they made locally in Japan. What's your main right now? I don't have like a hardcore main because I swap between so many mice. But right now I'd say like a Viper V4 Pro and the CR Draco Co1. Those two are like two of my favorite recent releases that I enjoy using a lot. Do you still use the Hyperlight? No. I'm looking forward to the V2 though, but it might take like another month or two. Also, you totally didn't hear that from me. I'm just yapping. Is that blue not a sticker? It is. It is. It is. It's just like a protective film. It's just like I've seen like hundreds of skates in my life. And I've never seen a protective film like this. Or like the whole skate material. Time to sell my Hyperlight. I'm single-handedly making the stock market go down by leaking information. Actually, the skate material looks really good. It's translucent PTFE and the rounding is pretty decent. And the thickness is also definitely there. So I think they might have cooked. I just don't know if I want like the dots and the pad skates or if I just want the pad skates. I feel like the dots are a bit unnecessary if I put the pad skates on. But why? I don't even know. Hyperlight has aged so well, I highly agree with that. The only thing that feels what do you say? Yeah, the only thing that feels outdated with it is that it doesn't have a web driver. That's the only thing. So this mouse is the VM800 from Elecom. It's a Japanese only mouse. Only mouse? That sounds like a new platform we should start making. And this one is the A1 Shigure that we checked out before. Man, my cam's looking crisp today. I hope it looks decent on stream. You gotta remove that black shit under you. Yeah, I personally don't like the sticker. It looks ugly. And if you're asking me to remove this black thingy, you can't remove that. That's just plastic from the mouse. Only mouse, weight reduction. That's kinky as hell. Is there a sensor skate on it? Yes, there is. Okay, so I'm just gonna mount like the big pad skates and see what that feels like. I'm gonna end up using it on a pretty hard cloth pad anyway, but let's see. Actually, I will clean the base first because it's like very oily. Like just a whole fingerprint magnet in general. Only mouse interracial is insane. I mean, we're checking out an only mouse right now from Japan. Like, we got the full kink going on here. Just as a heads up that there's a issue with their mice with the sides popping a bit. What mouse are we talking about right now? Hyperlight? There was a side popping Hyperlight issue? I have never heard about that. I have my thumb really low and I need a mouse that has a rounded connection between the base. Yeah, I see that on a lot of mice with people. There's like a very, very small amount of people that almost like put their finger underneath like the corners of the mouse. And it absolutely sucks for them because most of the time it's pretty sharp. Or there's just like too much of a gap. And I never notice those things because I don't grip my mouse like that. And it absolutely sucks for those people who expect it to be great. And then they finally get their mouse and they feel that. And pretty much nobody talks about it because it's like pretty niche. Okay, how the fuck do I get these skates off? Dude, this skate material is very interesting. I have never seen it before, and that is definitely saying something because I have tried it. Every skate out there pretty much. All right, I'm gonna mount it off cam because I want to try hard for a second. Let me see if I can get this right. Yeah, that looks fine. I just don't know if I vibe with like the combination of dot skates and like pad skates at the same time. But I feel like this is a pretty decent way to make skates, and you know why? If you want a mouse with just dot skates for a glass pad, you get this mouse just with dot skates installed. And if you want bigger skates, you just put on the bigger skates. But You could also argue that they could just include dot skates and pad skates inside of the box. And you can just put on whatever you, oh sorry for popping. You could also just put on whatever skates you'd prefer yourself. Because I have to, like, at the end of the day, I still need to install skates right now, so. Is the full skate sitting level with the dot skates? Yeah, I checked. It's level. Or actually, is it like looking at it IRL, it's like 99.9% level, but looking at cam, what is that abomination? Yeah, I don't even know why they did this, but it kind of makes sense, but it's also pretty unnecessary. My cam doesn't want to focus. On cam, it looks like 0.1% taller for the dots, but that's going to wear down instantly anyway. Pulsar not including extra skates is crazy. Yeah. Dude, the value of the Pulsar FS1 is not good. You're paying for like 2-year-old internals, and you don't even get any type of accessory inside of the box. It's a tough sell.
Nice car.
Yo, Trogdon, Giraffe, and Evie said, thanks for follows. Appreciate it. FS1 not including grips or extra skates with it at that high price point is crazy. I absolutely agree with you. Is it an X2 clone? What are we talking about here? What mouse are you asking if it's an X2 clone? I think I need to make my chat last longer on the overlay because I talk to so many notifications that are a bit older. So I'm going to have to change that in the future. Make chats disappear after 1 minute. Or maybe even longer. Are you a plug and play mice of the future or just a gimmick? Well, are plug and play mice the future or just a gimmick? WebDriver is the future. Like, WebDriver is the present, pretty much. If you don't have a WebDriver, you're absolutely throwing. Looking at you, Logitech. Also, you know what I just realized? The LED indicator is here behind the side button. That's not a good position in my opinion, because if you grip it, you're not going to be able to see it. Like, I just fully cover it with my hand. Like, it's all the way over here. Bit weird. Super Strike here costs $380. Where the hell are you from, Brazil? That's insane. But yeah, I prefer plug and play mice, but I also like setting up like custom LOD and debounce time and stuff like that. And doing that with plug and play is a bit annoying. Also, let me clean up my desk for a second. For the Philippines? Okay, yeah. That also makes sense. I'll put on the front skate now. Endgame Gear doesn't really need a WebDriver with how well optimized it is. Yeah, I do like their portable EXE, but it's still something that you need to download. But at least it like just works, and it's like as efficient as a software could possibly get. It's just super freaking minimal and very easy to understand. No gimmicks. Oh, it's meant to be a reply, yeah, no worries. I was looking at an OP1 yesterday at Micro Center, and one of the workers just walked by and yelled at me, just buy a Super Strike? What the fuck? Hell nah.
Nice car.
Bro is eating that Logi dick. He's freaking bouncing on it. That's crazy. Logic Laser and a Gobbler? Yeah, without being paid for it. That's crazy. Right. Skates are installed. I am gonna clean up my desk in a bit because I also have to do that before I get to go to bed because it's like Oh my god, my mic almost fell off. Yeah, guess I'm gonna have to go to bed in like an hour and a half or something like that. And I don't want to wake up to a mess when I start working. Am I going to bed soon? I'm in Sweden. Yeah, we're in the same time zone. But I do want to start streaming a bit later, just like I started at... Wow, when did we even start? 8 p.m.? 9 p.m.? 9 p.m. I think, yeah. 9 or like 9:30, because I had to fix so much shit for the YouTube stream. 5 a.m. is crazy. Bro's dedicated. Waiting for that giveaway. Okay, I might just have to do the giveaway now, man. If everyone's up so freaking late. You guys need to go to bed. Yeah, 5 p.m.? Hell yeah. You're from the States, right? Or from Canada, maybe? We're in your walls for this is insane. I'm probably... actually, no, I need to keep the packaging for the video. So I can't throw any of this out yet. So I'm gonna have to put it all back together in here. Yeah, the packaging is actually really nice. I like it a lot. They have paid a lot of attention to the details. Sleep is overrated, don't worry. You're right. But then again, I have been falling asleep so fucking late for the last 2 days because I was so sick and I just couldn't fall asleep. I'm jaking it? Ah, nah, not this shit again. Ah, hell no. Did you get the pink Lycan? Yes, I did, and I'm freaking stoked for it. I'm actually like a kid waiting for freaking Christmas to arrive. I hate my Chud life, and yeah, I hate my Chungus life. Fuck my fucking Chungus life. I love jaking it, same. I feel that. Anyway. Yo, 4.8. Thanks for following. Alright, so to everyone who is tuning into the stream, we will very, very soon, in a bit, once I've set it all up, give away a copy of the Pulsar ES FS1 to anyone who is attending stream over on Twitch only. I cannot do a giveaway on 2 platforms at the same time, or at least I don't know how to. So I will be doing it over on Twitch, because I know the only people that follow me on Twitch are people who care about mice, and I really want this to go to someone who cares about this thing, because it is very expensive. I could be selling this for like $150 right now and making bank on it, but instead here I am giving away, by the way, a sealed unit of the Pulsar ES FS1. I'm gonna set it all up and I'll let you know how to join it in a bit. Nice. I want the one you touched though. You want me to like open it up and freaking touch it and spit on it and give it a good slap, maybe choke it for a bit and then put it back? Yes? Okay, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Right, if you... This is gonna be like insanely cringe, but if you want me to like sign it or like give you any type of skate or anything like that, or if you want me... If you want something you can like possibly think of that I might be able to do for you before I ship it out, definitely let me know. I will ask the winner though, because not everyone wants the freaking signature of some random ass fucking dude on a mouse box that they're just gonna sell on eBay one day later. Alright, Nightbot. I'm gonna have to set this one up for a sec, but yeah, huge thanks for all the follows. Thanks for tuning in. You're definitely gonna have to follow the channel if you want a chance of winning it, because else you can't type in chat and participate. So if you haven't followed my Twitch chat yet, definitely do that right now. And I'll set it up.
Nice car. Perfect.
All right, we're gonna do active chatters, so anyone who is able to chat, and then we're gonna do everyone And then activity 10 minutes. We're gonna do a unique winner chat announcement. And we don't use any luck. So you don't have an advantage if you're subbed. You don't have an advantage if you're VIP or anything like that. It's all gonna be nice and fair. All right. Okay. So we're gonna start the giveaway now here on Twitch. If you want a chance of winning a Pulsar ES FS1, free shipping worldwide, all covered by me. Please donate, thank God. I'm gonna go broke. No, I'm not. Type anything in chat on Twitch right now if you want a chance of winning it. I'm gonna give you 2 whole minutes. Just type anything in chat. By the way, I actually mean anything. You need to type the word any. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just type anything in the Twitch chat right now, and you'll have a chance of winning it. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking people.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Perfect.
Doing a giveaway whilst listening to Money Boy is insane.
Nice car.
Yeah, you can type anything, like literally anything. Literally anything. Jaku, marry me? Okay, holy shit, that is insane. I might think about it, but only if you're a femboy, I'm sorry. You like cheesecake? Yeah, sure. Fun fact, I only tried cheesecake last year. I never had it before that.
Perfect.
Oh, by the way, yeah, if you want to see my screen, you can see it here. Here are all the people who have participated. We're at 69 users. Nice. Yeah, just type anything in chat. I'm gonna give you a whole more minute, because why not? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the follows today. Shout out to all the subs. If you want to show support for the channel and for the giveaways and all that type of stuff, you can definitely type in !donate, where you can donate to me directly. I hugely appreciate that for any of your support. But what I would appreciate even more is if you use code JQ of any of your checkouts. If you buy something from G-Wolves, for example, ATK, VGN, anywhere else. I have all my referral links down in the description below and all of my YouTube videos. You can also go over to jku.gg, which is here, and you can see all of my links there on like jku.gg. There you go. I have referral links everywhere in my YouTube. All that helps is just supporting the channel, because you get a discount if you use code JQ for like $5 or 5% or $10, anything like that. And yes, Kaiser, you are in the giveaway right here. And I get a small percentage of your purchase. Anytime you buy anything from Jewels or stuff like that, I'd highly appreciate if you use code JQ. And yes, this is obviously an ad because I get paid for it. So yeah, we're going to do the giveaway here. And I wish you all best of luck. So the winner is Will1. Been following since 3 hours. So thanks for tuning in for the first time, I guess. And congrats. You won the giveaway. Bro, that's a crazy reaction. I have it already. Okay, that is hilarious. Okay, okay, I guess we'll have to go again. Yeah, we're gonna redraw the winner right now. We have 97 people in chat. Good luck, guys. And also, Will, I want to give you a huge shout out for not just accepting it and selling it. Actually, huge shout out to Will. Say W Will in chat right now. Huge thanks to you, dude. Because of you, somebody else who really wants this mouse is actually gonna get it. You're actually an awesome guy. It's my main. That's crazy. Whoever will get it, whoever wins it will enjoy it. I definitely think so as well. It's a great mouse, but a lot of people are not gonna buy it because it's so expensive. All right. We're redrawing a winner right now in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's a new jeans Don't be blue.
Perfect.
Congrats. You got a brand new Pulsar ES FS1.
Nice car.
And I think bro might be a bit stoked. Congrats, man. Huge congrats. Also, huge thanks to all the follows. I really do appreciate it. Today's stream has been absolutely fucking nuts. I legit don't have any words for it. I'm actually speechless.
Perfect.
I've done so many like bigger streams for like events and all this type of stuff, but today has actually been freaking insane. And you guys really motivated me to stream more, and also to do more giveaways. You guys absolutely deserve it. So yeah, shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and congrats. So how this is gonna work is you're gonna have to whisper me here right now on Twitter so that I can confirm that it's actually you, and you're gonna have to message me your email address, and then I will contact you via email with a form. Oh wait, don't share it yet. I'm gonna change screens again. Yo, Litz with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Huge thanks for the support. That's really kind of you. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more giveaways in the future as well, because I want to give back to the community, especially because holy shit, dude, I have like 50 or 60 mice just sitting in a shelf right next to me, and I really want to get rid of some of the stuff, but shipping really is expensive. So if you do want to show some support, definitely use code JQ at checkout, or use !donate to donate directly to me, which I also highly would appreciate, of course. So yeah, I think it's fair for the winner to pay for shipping. I can't ask for that because a lot of people, especially students or like also people from a younger audience, are not going to be able to afford it, and I don't want anyone to pay outright to cover it. And also, shipping is not that much. It's just like the time and effort that goes into it. Like, I need to find the right cardboard box, I need to pack it nicely, I need to bring it to the desk at the post office because I cannot have this picked up. I need to do it all myself, and it's a bit annoying. So you can see what it's going to be like if I were to like sell like 20, 30 mice, or like do a lot of big giveaways at the same time. It's like a lot of work. Shipping is going to be like globally around like 25 to 30 bucks. So it's really not that bad. But yeah, then again, if I didn't care about my community, I could just be selling all of these and make bank on it. So I really do want to give it to someone who actually cares about it. And that's also why I do my giveaways here on Twitch, because I'm not going to have any bots here. It's only going to be people who actually care. So yeah. Yeah, shout out to Will again. Holy shit, dude. You're actually what we call it in German, ein absoluter Ehrenmann. You're actually goated. Shout out to you, dude. When next stream, I'm going to have to work on a stream schedule. I cannot tell you when I'm going to stream next time right now, but I'm going to work on a stream schedule, and I'm going to stream more. So if you want to catch me live, not only unboxing mice and yapping to you guys and answering your questions, and also just actually playing games and having fun together, definitely stay tuned. Definitely turn on notifications for my Twitch here. And I will be doing unboxings and all that type of stuff on YouTube Live as well as I am right now. But gameplay streams and all that type of stuff, it's all going to be on Twitch, because I don't really see why my YouTube audience would want to watch me just play games right now. I might think about it. I might change my mind. But for now, I'm going to just play games on Twitch. It feels more chill. Swasian? He looks Asian? Nah, I don't look Asian. I really don't. Nah, I'm just Swiss. I do have like some Danish roots, but yeah. German sounds so funny. It does, especially if you're like a native English speaker. It probably sounds freaking hilarious. Hairy arms? That's not hairy. I mean, yeah, of course I have some hair, but I'm not like from Croatia or anything like that. So I'm back. Sorry, I'm still in shock. What are the steps I should follow? Okay, New Jeans, you're just gonna have to whisper me on Twitter. Not Twitter. Fuck me. Twitch. Just give me a whisper. Just Now you can click on my name here. Click on my name and then click chat or whisper or whatever. I thought Asians don't get that much hair. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, you're right. I can also whisper you, but I just need to confirm that you can actually read my messages. Okay. Yeah, I got your message. Please send me your email address there. If possible, send it to me right now so I can take notes. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Got it. Get him to write waifu? What do you mean? Creaky ATK 0 extreme indeed. My bottom right creaks a lot right now. It's getting a bit annoying. Why should just go away for the time I have to record the video and no one will believe me again? Does Jaco have a girlfriend? Perhaps. What if Jaco had a boyfriend? Would I get cancelled? Nah, I've been together with my girlfriend for a long time. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna lose like all my subscriptions. We're going too far at end stream. Okay, I'm sorry. Never gonna talk about it again. Okay. I'm gonna have to take notes here. Giveaway. Yes, FS1. Alright. Dope. Yeah, congrats again on winning the FS1. And yeah, I could end stream here, but I don't really want to, so I think I'm just gonna check out the firmware and stuff like that for the mice that we unboxed today. Jaco has a strong gay following. I am kind of in the AIM community, so I wouldn't be surprised. Wow, I just absolutely canceled myself. I'm sorry. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being gay. I freaking love gay people. Femboy aim trainer. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. The femboy gate. See you later next stream that I need to sleep. Yeah, you absolutely need to go to sleep. If you're anywhere in like UTC +3, holy shit, you need to go to sleep right now. Especially if you're like UTC 3+. You need to sleep, my guy. Catching C's is more important than listening to a random guy yap about mouse firmware, which we'll do here in a bit. 5:42 a.m. is insane. And so is freaking 6 a.m. Holy shit, dude. 0 PR training? Real. I got cancelled 7 times right now. Good night, Jaku. Nice hanging out. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. He needs the rest of the gachi emotes in 70 re. What are gachi emotes? Gachi emotes? I'll take notes. I'll do research in my spare time. Gachi emotes. Yeah, if you want anything for stream, you can always reach out to me on Discord. Jaco losing the dick gang for I'm not even gonna read that anymore. Holy shit. Yeah, I just lost like 7 fans of mine. Because you're never gonna get this dick. Yeah, we need to play Femboy Aim Trainer sometime. You're absolutely right about that. Femboy Aim Trainer is really good. It helped me reach Immortal in Valorant. I even reached the highest possible rank champion in Rainbow Six. And I hit rank 1 in Osu. You heard him. You heard him. We need to play Femboy Aim Trainer. You gotta get banned? Nah, totally not. If only Femboy Aim Trainer wasn't AI, real. I wish it were like a real passion project. I'm gonna ditch the stream to get my One Piece dopamine hit without... Okay, I'm not even gonna read that. I think we're gonna have to tone down the quirkiness. or like the edginess. We're talking about edging already. It's absolutely over for me. Anyway, talking about mouse drivers, let's get into the web driver for these mice, if they even have one. I don't even know. I have the receiver for the AIM one here, which yet again is this freaking tiny box, which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. We will make a passionate version of the femboy AIM trainer. Good idea. I think that is what the AIM community needs right now. All right. The AIM 1 Shigure. So the previous owner played on an 800 DPI and the hertz feels like, wow, 4K or 8K. This is very smooth. I'm not used to this high polling. All right, let's figure out how we get to the WebDriver of the AIM 1 Shigure. Elo Shapes review, aim1.gg. Okay, we're off to a good start. I can probably share this, right? What's the cable called? Oh, God. I'm getting rage baited over here. But if you're actually serious, exclamation mark cable in chat. Okay, so they have media support. Okay, support. That sounds right. Products, collaboration, support. Any ergos that you can safely recommend? The Vaxi E1. Rage bait successful. Fuck me. Def Adder V4 Pro, although a bit expensive. I don't really use ergo mice too much these days because there aren't really too many releasing. NPO1S Ergo is not really a proper ergo mouse in my opinion, but it's a very, very good mouse and I can recommend it. Is using 4K hertz good? I have a 7700. If you're in game and you can like do full fast swipes across the entirety of your mouse pads and you don't feel or see any stuttering, you're fine. Someone made a video about it, like I think yesterday, where you could put like all of your 1% lows into a table and get like a rough idea whether it's a good idea to use that type of polling rate or not. We can actually look for it. I think someone made a video 1 or 2 days ago. It was very new. I can't seem to find it. It was an okay video though, but I can't find it. Is it gonna affect me if I use one of those cheap ass desk pads? No. You can play well with any type of mouse pad, unless you have like actual tracking issues, but the chance of that happening is insanely low. Have you tried the Be Quiet? No, I haven't tried any of the Be Quiet mice, unfortunately. Also, this mouse retails for like $90 US. That's pretty decent. I can't find the freaking driver though. Where is it? It's all in Japanese. Translate to English. Product information. Overview. Software. Web application. Weeball. It's all in Japanese again. Okay, translate to English. Thank you for using the AIM1 Link beta version. This application is currently in beta. Well, I'd highly assume so. Do not display for 1 month. Okay, understood. Connect. Shigure, connect. Why is every Infinity Mice mousepad always sold out? Because they make a very small amount of units. Never mind, it's on 1K. It's because of motion sync. It kind of feels off. Crazy that I felt that. 2K polling. Okay, you can set up different types of profiles. That's decent. English under development. Okay, cool. What the fuck is a detailed adjustment? Okay, you can just like put in your number for the DPI. Okay. Time to look for somewhere else for a Hien alternative. AC Pro. If you really want like something that's close to Hien, the AC Pro is gonna be your best bet. Also, if you want a Poron AC Pro, that thing actually exists now. X-ray pad, mouse pad. Let me show you. This is a mouse pad that pretty much no one knows about because they didn't market it on the international market at all. It's the Aqua Control Plus Poron. And unfortunately, or depending on your case, maybe fortunately, this is the only design that they have. And I will share it with you in chat. In my case, unfortunately, I do not vibe with this design at all personally. But if you do like it a lot, I will not judge you. Oh, never mind, you can get it in black. Huge. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, it is actually a Poron base, which is very rare these days because most of the pad bases are going to be Slimflex now that they have parted ways with Rogers Corporation. Have you tried any Matrova mouse pads? Yes, I've tried several of them, and they are absolutely good. I can recommend them. Just know that perhaps it can take some time to be shipped and arrive at your place. It may take like 2 to 3 weeks. So expect that. Yeah. You have 3 sizes. There's a big square, there's a 490, 420, and a 450 by 400. And the only option that you have is soft. And from what I remember hearing is that it feels like a tiny bit softer than what Artisan uses with their exclusive SKU that they have. What about the Aqua Control V2 Plus? Also a decent pad that I vaguely remember. You recommend glass mouse pads? If you are able to main glass pads, do it. I personally cannot, mainly because of the dust and hair that you eventually will feel underneath your skates in game, which I don't like. But yeah, that's all about this mouse pad. I just want to see, yeah, all of the colors come in different sizes. So you can goon in either an XL square or you can also goon on a very small pad. Cool. I don't know why you can't delete any of the DPI stages. Can you clean the dust off? Yes, you absolutely can. Either use like a microfiber cloth, or you can like, if it's a very crucial situation in game, you just pull this one out. You just put your entire arm on the pad, do this, and put your mouse back on, and you should be fine for the round. For me, that already is enough though to annoy me personally. Have you tried the Ninjutsu NPC? No, I have not. And also, that is an ancient pad. Also, sorry for being a bit snotty right now. Wesport Nico Loki might be the best mousepad out right now. I've never heard of that. Is that an unusual Wesport mousepad? I did see that Unusual Wastesports also makes mousepads, but I never tried one out. Is it on AliExpress? Depending on what account I'm logged in right now, I could check it out. AliExpress. I'm not logged in. Perfect. Unusual Wastesports products new. All right, which one are we talking about? This one? Do you recommend replacing the stock Maya X gates? Only if you've been using them for like over a year. Stocks are absolutely fine. They're great. Nico, it's called the... I don't see a Nico mousepad here. There's the Aquarius. This one I've seen a lot, which is also Poron. Then they have these mousepads without any designs. Oh god. You are not talking about this one. Nah, gang, this is not it. This is not it. Ah, hell no. Dude, I'm gonna need like a soundboard for Twitch chat. You know what? I'm gonna take notes right now. I absolutely need a soundboard for people like you. Twitch soundboard setup. Nah, that is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I bet it's nice and soft. And there's surely a reason to why it's mainly white. Chat needs to chill real. We're getting into the adult swim category. We're here pretty soon. Okay, this purple one looks pretty decent, but I think it's all gonna be Poron, right? Oh, why is it in German? It just auto defaults to German. Can I like change it to Aargau? Hell no. I actually do like driving cars correctly. All right. Probably one guy in chat got that joke. Japanese Poron. So I assume it's gonna be like Slim Flex. There's no way it's actually Poron. What are good pads that are controlled but more on the faster end? So you're talking about like a balance pad? The Zero Mid is on the faster end of balance pads. Oh yeah. Lids also recommended that right now. Great minds think alike. Yeah, these pads look pretty okay, but the main one that I was looking at was this one because it actually looks kind of cool and it's not like an, okay, yeah, it is pretty much a Gunnar pad, but it's not like a straight Gunnar pad. I mean, okay, yeah, it is mainly for straight people, but like, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, this is more of a normal design. Mid-tier Gunnar pad. We're actually ranking the Gunnar pads now. But yeah, if you guys want to check out aftermarket skates, this is my #1 recommendation. Here are some of the latest releases. They even already have skates for the Viper V4 Pro, the Leviathan V4, the Hadi X Ultra even. Yo, Lids, thank you so much for the... Oh wait, that was ages ago. Plane, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Nice car.
I was gonna shout out Lids for the gifted sub, but that was 20 minutes ago. X-Twin, Crazy Light, Sora V3, and all that type of stuff. And if you want any of these skates, you can do ! skates. I highly recommend them, especially the Magic Ice version, which is mainly intended for cloth pads, which is like an opaque type of mouse skate that I can show you IRL somewhere here. What mouse do we have that has them installed? I don't even know anymore. I have so many mice. All right, here's my Superlight 2C. These are the pill skates, like the capsules they call them. They're like translucent 100% PTFE skates that are not the fastest in the entire world, but definitely on the faster end and work very nicely on cloth pads. And they stay very consistent. They don't change their speed too much over time. They don't slow down instantly. Of course, they will slow down over time, like over like a few months or like a few weeks. But they overall stay so consistent that you don't notice a difference, pretty much. And they also have skate spacers mounted underneath so that the surface is nice and even, which is very important on large surface area skates, so that they stay consistent and don't slow down too much over time by being like bumpy and wearing out unevenly. The Nico might look real good with the Lycan. Okay, we are not going to talk about that mousepad anymore. Might have to test them instead of dot skates. I personally highly prefer them over dot skates, but even the capsules I wouldn't recommend using on something like an Xsoft mousepad. But in general, if you have never tried like a very firm mousepad with like a lot of rebound and a mousepad that you can't dig into too much, I can just highly recommend checking that out because it overall is a lot more consistent in game. Something like the Key 83 Mid and XXL is like my #1 recommendation if you can afford it. Tell Jim to stop using AI on his box art. Yeah, watch my latest G-Wolves video. I flamed the crap out of him for that. I am so sick and tired of not only the AI art in the entire packaging, but also the huge mountain of e-waste and stuff that just goes straight over to the landfill whenever you unbox a G-Wolves mouse. It is just insane to me. 10 of the 2 different sizes, so 20 total is not. I have no clue what you're talking about. Only thing I don't like about capsules is you don't get that much. Yeah, I agree, but that's the same for all unusual wasteboard skates. You always only get 1 pair. I also would prefer if you could get 2 pairs, but then again, we're talking about a material that it's not really good in production for the environment, so it's better to have too little than too much. So yeah, but also if you have to buy skates multiple times, you're gonna have to pay for shipping and like the CO2 that goes into that for ordering it 2 times. Also not too great either, so I don't know. I think for the consumer, like just for the consumer, it would be better if they just ship 2 pair of skates and just made it like a buck or 2 more expensive. Do you prefer glass pads or cloth pads? I highly prefer cloth pads personally. I've tried maining glass pads many times. Maybe long shot, but do you know about some mousepad with almost identical or closest surface to the Laonda Blitz? There's one from Nifter. It's called the Nifpad Asa. It's the closest one. But if you're looking for a Blitz, just get a Blitz. The Blitz, awesome. I love my Blitz hard. I should use it more. Get rid of that USB hub. That thing decreases performance for every peripheral. Show me the evidence, please. All I'm hearing is just source, trust me, bro. I don't see any like actual testing for it. Why the hell does Jewels even keep using AI? Probably just to cheap out and because Jim thinks it looks cool. I switched over to mid mouse pads lately. Only soft I have is a Hien. Yeah, mid is freaking awesome. Anyway, getting back into the AIM-1 Shigure. I want to do 1600 DPI. Oh, that's 2600. Wait, why can't I just type in numbers normally? That's weird. Okay, I have to. Okay, you have buttons for the main DPI stages. Okay, you cannot disable any of the DPI stages. So what I'm gonna do is just set them all to 1600, just in case I ever accidentally change my DPI. Although you don't even have a DPI button, so that's not even gonna happen in the first place. If they pay like an artist and have anime art in the box, that would be so good. Yeah, as long as it's not Gooner art, I'm fine with it. But imagine paying artists. That's crazy. You expect people to actually make a living? Who are you? I fell in love with the Hard Blitz. Same. I love my mouse pad. I like my mouse pads like my femboys, just straight up hard. Okay, now we're going too far. I'm sorry. You doing a video on the new ATK mouse? Yes. It'll be out in like a week or 2. Yeah, it's the ATK series. Am I right? Okay. 1mm liftoff distance feels pretty low. I think I'm gonna set it to 2. I wish there were like a setting between the 2, but this is probably gonna be a 3395, so you can't do that. 2mm almost feels a tiny bit high, but I know that I'm going to be playing it on a faster mouse pad, and because faster mouse pads tend to be tighter knit, it's going to feel a bit lower than 2mm on this Vagabond that I'm on right now. Time until sleep, 1 point. Why is it not minutes? Why is it points? That's quirky. 2K hertz polling. Wow, that's not a lot of settings. You can do custom keybinds to a degree, but is that really all for the settings? Yeah, that's everything. So, wow, that is one of the most lackluster web drivers I've ever seen in my entire life. I wonder if their software is any better, but I don't see like a software download, so I don't think there is a software. I think this is the only thing that they have is a WebDriver, which is incredibly minimal. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to mention that in my review. That's pretty bad. First of all, I need to save the link for the WebDriver for my folder. WebDrivers, AIM-1. Okay, that's saved. And then we can connect the VM800 According to Tech Power Up, I believe on the Razer 8K or Saber Pro review, you shouldn't use a hub for devices that pull above 1K. Yeah, I'll have to look at that eventually. But I'm gonna. Yeah, I know that it's a hub, but yeah, it's just. If you're schizo about performance, I would never recommend buying anything like this. If you really care about performance, please just plug it in directly to the back of your PC into a CPU-bound USB port. And you can check that with the Marius tool that I can actually link to you in chat here in a sec. But since I'm not incredibly schizo about performance and I care more about the physical aspect of mice, I'm just going to keep using this cable. Until I get like Grandmaster in Marvel again next week, then I'm probably going to start getting schizo again. But for now, I'm going to be using this cable because I don't notice a difference personally. Where's the tool? Here's the tool. I'll share that with you all. What keyboard case do you have right now? It's a you can do exclamation mark keyboard. I mean, you do whatever you want. I'm not flaming. Yeah, no worries. All good. Yeah, I did see, I think you're talking about the Reddit post that I just sent my reply off in chat right now. Actually, I did not. Wait, let me send the Reddit post. I think you're talking about this. Because some people in the replies were, like the top reply was, I can actually show that on stream. The top reply for the cable was, don't buy these. They all have absolute bottom of the barrel hub chips inside of them that often cause bizarre issues. They work, but not well reliably or consistently. The chips are so old and cheap to make that they were never designed for high polling devices and the control, blah, blah, blah. Basically, yes, I can imagine that, but there's no source. They didn't source, where's the source? It's just source, trust me, bro. I would love to know more about it. I would like to see some hard evidence. Because I want to know, personally, if this actually is, if it actually affects performance or not. Source, McDonald's bathroom? That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, but Tech Power Up didn't test this specific cable. But I mean, yeah, with any type of hub, it will affect it to some degree. But I don't think it's gonna be noticeable enough for anyone to ever be able to notice a difference. Anyway. Yeah, if you care about performance, please don't ever use anything like this. Not even like an 8K hub, but like the power helps or anything like that. Don't do it. Just plug it into the back of your PC. What is that cable? That's actually what I was asking about. Yeah, just exclamation mark cable. Is the PMM coating worth it or not? In my opinion, it absolutely is. My grip with it is 10 times better. All right, let's connect the VM800 from Elecom. Ooh, it lights up. I didn't know that. It's like fucking Kevin the Cube from Fortnite. That's hilarious. Wait, can you guys see this? Let me actually turn my mouse on. Does it connect? Okay, it connects, but it doesn't like light up. Yeah, it's a bit of a chunker, but it's not really that big. The lighting with like the black top shell that is like only slightly translucent, it's kind of cool. I was asking because I kind of like the case, but I just got my Tofu. Yeah, this is not like just a case. This is a whole keyboard. It's the Tekusai Lumen Key collab that is going to release within the next week or two. My video should be out this week. I really do need to release it this week. I saw Kimmy. Kimmy mentioned. On hand measurement? Hand measurement. Okay, the good ending. Am I supposed to be using my thumb knuckle in the measurement for width? I have a link to it in the description of all of my videos. Yo, Repair, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I know we're all crying in our sleep after that tragic ADL release, but other than that, Um, that cable is expensive. Yes, it is insanely overpriced. There are cheap alternatives on AliExpress, but it's only, yeah. I don't know how those are gonna be. Just got my Razer Viper V4 Pro, dude. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Mid DL, real. ADL was trash. I personally agree. I don't like it at all. I suppose the price will be 220 euros. It will be 199 US dollars MSRP. Does that mouse use full size and dots? Yes, it's hilarious. You can it comes with only dots installed, and then you can mount the pads yourself if you want to. It's pretty funny. ADL, a disappointing launch, real. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you how big the cube actually is for the VM800. Here it is compared to the hyper polling receiver from Razer. It's honestly, the overall mass is the same because the hyper polling receiver is like a bit bigger, but not as tall. Thank you for stopping me from getting that super strike. You're welcome. It's definitely not the mouse for everyone. If you don't like the GPX shape or weight distribution on the super strike or anything like that, you're not gonna enjoy the mouse at the end of the day. But if you already like the GPX, it's an awesome mouse for a new mouse tech. Kimi has such odd takes, bro is making me tweak. Agreed. I think the main issue is that they pump out so many videos and use so much AI generation that they don't even know what they're talking about. I think someone like Bardos would be a much better person to make videos like that, but obviously Kimi has like crazy good production quality. What's up with Kimi? Yeah, it was just like a lot of drama in terms of the actual information that they were using for making a lot of their high polling videos and stuff like that with a lot of false information. Bardos made a really good video about it. You can check out Bardos. I can highly recommend checking out a Bardos video. I'll name him in the chat so you know how to type his name. Don't mind the shape as much as I have a GPX. Just seems like they're better stuff for cheap. Yeah, the Super Strike is very, very expensive. But so is the Viper V4 Pro, especially here in Europe. It's 180 euros, which is like over 200 US dollars.
Perfect.
Too bad he uploads every 2 centuries. He's definitely getting better. But he's working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He's making like a whole new mouse shape comparison tool that just beats the crap out of Elo shapes by having it all 3D scanned. But that also means that it requires him to actually 3D scan all of those shapes himself. So yeah, there's that. He could also just use STLs for the companies that actually are willing to provide those, but that's not going to be a lot of manufacturers that want to do that. Do you have a Fortnite creator code? I do. I think my creator code is JKUFPS. Because JKU was already gone. So yeah, if you play Fortnite, use code JKUFPS. Hashtag ad. Yo, Shy Works, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Mousepad is so dope. It looks amazing. I wish Infinity Mice had like a proper comeback. I know that they still exist, but they're just not giving it their all right now. Like, whatsoever. Alright, Elecom VM800 driver. Am I gonna be able to find it? EG tool. I think this looks right. Does it say? Yeah, it says VM800 and the VM800L. That's correct. Okay, so how do I... Is it a SIP? EG tools for Windows. Do they not have a WebDriver? I don't think they have a WebDriver. Elecom VM800 WebDriver. Mouse Assistant 6. What the fuck is that? Mouse Assistant. Oh, that's just for like their main lineup of mice. Oh god. Okay, I think we need the Elecom gaming tool. Unless anyone in chat knows about Elecom, if they have a WebDriver for the VM800, let me know right now. But I don't think anyone is gonna know that because it's a Japanese exclusive mouse. I thought Eki tool. No clue what it is. Do you guys have a Def Adder V3 Pro Base mod? I think there is one on Colts. You can check Colts 3D. Most Japanese do software. Yeah, that would make sense. Can you link me the Razer web app? Sure. I'll have to change my browser profile real quick because I have all my. Actually, I can just copy paste my folder. Copy. Paste. And then I can pin this. Can I pin it? I can't. Okay, anyway. So I have my folder here, and then we have Razer somewhere. Synapse. Where's Synapse? Nope, I don't have it here. No, you're gonna have to Google it yourself. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, do I have it here? Synapse. Oh, there it is. I have it linked in my video, by the way. I linked it in the chat. Let me put this in my folder as well. Oh, that's my affiliate folder. WebDriver folder. All right. Let's check out this Elecom software. Let me install it real quick. Wow, that's slow. I'm at like 0.1 megabytes per second. Shout out to Japan. Did they skip the Def Adder V4 for Synapse? Yes, they skipped absolutely every mouse that they have in the lineup. The Viper V4 Pro is the only mouse that has support for their new Synapse WebDriver right now. I forgot on the video of the Viper V4 Pro, did you talk if you had notification to download? No, I did not. Def Adder V4 is wild. That is terrible. Yeah. I asked them when they would implement it, and they were not allowed to give me an answer. They just said later. What's your average internet speed? I'm at 2.5 gigabits with my PC. We have 10 gigabit glass fiber here. We've actually had it for like almost 10 years. It's insane. Switzerland was like one of the first countries to like widely adapt fiber internet for private homes. Do you use any IEMs? I do not. I have tried maining IEMs several times and I can't get myself to do it. I just don't find them too comfortable over time. Probably just because of my ears. I also did try many aftermarket ear tips, and I talked to a lot of IEM enthusiasts, and they gave me very good recommendations, but yeah. Wooting mouse review? Hell no. Gigabits? I get 3 megabits and 50 megabits. That's insane. I feel so bad for you. What headphones do you use? You can do either exclamation mark headphones or exclamation mark headset. All right. The download still isn't over. That's crazy. That's the slowest mouse software download I've ever had to endure in my entire life. Yeah, so the HD 560S is what I mainly use for like recording and all that type of stuff. But if I'm just chilling on my PC, my other headphones that I use are the Fio FT1 Pro. They're planar magnetics open backs with a custom cable because the stock cable is a bit stiff, but these are very, very good value planar magnetics. And I can highly recommend them if you are willing to do an EQ because the stock EQ is a bit boring almost. Is the VM800 the mouse that you unboxed? Yes. It's the VM800. Not the L, just the normal one. Gotta go, see you in stream. See ya, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate it. That earmuff is thick. Yeah, it's nice and plush, but it's also not like too soft. It's very comfortable. I have 8 gig fiber, but we're at 6. We're 6 people in the house, so I'm with like 150 to 300. Okay, that's weird. That's not a lot. Probably just because of Wi-Fi. Because I can't assume you're gonna have that little bandwidth left on Ethernet, even with that many people in the house. You're on Wi-Fi? Okay, yeah, that explains a lot. I use Biodynamic DT770 Pros. Yeah, fair enough. A lot of people seem to be enjoying those. Are the L7 and Leviathan V4 still your budget picks? Yes. Especially the L7 and the L7 Plus. Both have aged like fine wine. They're still, in my opinion, the best budget mice that you could possibly buy right now. Although they did go up in price a bit after they have become very popular, thanks to more coverage on them. How do your headphones feel? Well, the HD 560S, the Sennheisers feel absolutely weightless because it's just like plastic. And the FT1 Pro is like a bit heavier, but still very comfortable as soon as you get used to them. You might have to like bend the headband a bit to make it a bit more loose for your personal fit. Ever thought about background music? I do have music on, but only on Twitch. I'm really sorry. I would have to like find out if I could overlay non-copyright music on YouTube or just not save VODs on YouTube. Because you are not allowed to have like a VOD track or anything like that for YouTube. So the only way I could stream copyrighted music on YouTube would just be if I disabled VOD. But yeah, if you want music, just hop over on Twitch. You're gonna get the same amount of ads on YouTube, so it's not gonna make a difference for you. What's your other hobbies besides hoarding mice? Snowboarding and mountain biking, especially mountain biking. A lot of enduro riding. I also did play pool for like 2 years straight as like an actual sport. And also did play a lot of tournaments and stuff like that, but not right now. I'm not really feeling it right now. Have you done the giveaway yet? Yes. I'm sorry. You ever tried a road bike? I have a fixed gear that I built. I wanted to get either I wanted to build either a road bike, a gravel bike, or a fixed gear, and I just ended up building a fixie because it seemed to be the most fun on the street. I didn't want to build a road bike because it was just going to end up expensive no matter what here in Switzerland. And building a fixie was just a lot more affordable. I kind of still want a gravel bike, but I might just put gravel tires on my fixie and call it a day. Fixies are pretty fun, but I would highly recommend using a front brake. Which I also do because I live in freaking Switzerland. It's hilly as hell. You could have no copyright music? Yeah, I could. But I don't know if I can like have non-copyright music and not hear it myself, because I probably could set it up like that actually. Because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the non-copyright music myself. Dude, why can I not move my obsidian over to my main? Okay, now. I'll take notes. Check YouTube app music on GitHub. Yo, Joey Manson, thank you so much for the sub. With the crazy sub alert. Dude, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. What's the most hype mice you tried but that turned out to be absolute utter buns? Probably every Pulsar release ever like 2 years ago. Each mouse just had so many type of issues. The Sora V2 was fine when it released, but like a month later, it just became so creaky and bad because of the polycarbonate. at least for me personally. But like most anticipated that was just straight up trash. I don't remember. The latest Rocket mice that came out before they just vanished, those were pretty bad as well. I don't even know, man. One damn good, one hella bad. I mean, enjoy the good one while it lasts, and whenever it doesn't work well anymore, it starts creaking like crazy. Just get an MCHOS L7 Pro Plus. It's almost identical, but better in a lot of ways. What's the most? Wait, never mind. That's something I already read. You have to get like the Elgato system or SteelSeries. Nah, I can do that all in OBS, but I wouldn't be able to like monitor it except for like visually in OBS. I can actually, you know what? I can't even do that because you can't do. No, actually, I can. I can set up an entire new audio track just for YouTube. It would be a lot of work though. And every time I add something new, I'd have to change it all. I don't know if that's gonna be worth it. I'll think about it. It's just that then I'd have to like make sure to always start both the separate application for YouTube music, and then also I don't know what's like what we're listening to, and it might just be like utter trash. I could just do like, I don't know, like some type of background noise, like just random ass jazz YouTube music from a creator that open sourced it. Electro or EDM or something. Yeah, I don't know. I want something more chill. Because I want on YouTube, I definitely want it to be something safe. On Twitch, I care a bit less because I'm all about my personality over there. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, the Elka mouse. I need to install the freaking software. Downloads, EG tool. Is it a portable or is it an install? It's an install. Unlucky. Go for chill music. They have no copyright. Yeah. I'll do something chill for sure. I'm surprised they kept the Sora V2. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know why they just got rid of the V1 and never got back to it ever again. And same for all the other brands that have been cloning the Sora. Everyone's just cloning the V2 and not the V1. Alright guys, we're gonna go through a nightmare scenario. We're gonna do something incredibly risky, which we normally don't do on stream, and you know what that is? Upgrading the firmware of the damn mouse. Let me find my second cable. Public indecency is crazy. You could use the website ChillHop Music for YouTube. I'll take notes. Thanks, man. Thanks for the recommendation. I hope it's not a Susanto situation all over again. Same, dude. I'm glad you remember it. I'm very glad you remember it. Because that was a proper nightmare. That was the worst experience I ever had. What switches are in the Titan? They are custom switches from, I think, Unionwell. Tekusai really did his research. He tried out so many fucking switches, and he ended up going for something that was pretty much perfect for him, and then altered it a bit in terms of the spring rate. All right. I think the mouse is... Yeah, the mouse is... Is the mouse plugged in? Yeah. It's a bit of a weird USB-C port. Okay, it's plugged in, and we are gonna click update. Yes. Connect the mouse via USB cable. I have. Press the Control-Alt-Delete keys on the keyboard. That is if it doesn't work. Those are some weird ass instructions. I'm just gonna click start update and hope for the best. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation, man. I really appreciate it. They probably have amazing switches. Yeah, they're definitely pretty light and also very linear. They don't feel as progressive as most of the newer springs, which I actually do prefer personally. I got OwlLab TI HE switches since they're creamy. They're definitely still pretty clacky, right? But yeah, those are pretty good. I didn't love them too much, but they're great switches. They're totally fine. Have you tried the Ponage Ultra Custom Sim 3? No, but I have a unit on the way. It's gonna arrive soon, TM. Right, let me see if this actually worked. Telecom device settings. It's actually very interesting that they instantly tell you to upgrade the firmware. I do like that because it shows that they care. Okay, so here is the software. How can I go back to the main menu? It just scrolls down. Okay, so it's like all one long list of settings. But if you want like a specific setting, you can just click on the tile here. So performance settings, it's set to 8K hertz. Wait, they have separate hertz for the buttons? What? Why wouldn't they just automatically have the button set to the highest rate possible? And then have the polling rate just whatever you want it to be? Okay, that is interesting. I'm just gonna set it to 2K polling. Oh wait, then you can set. Okay, you can set your polling rate for the sentries to 8K polling, and then you can set the buttons to 1K. But if you go the other way around, it's not gonna work. So it's not something like the OP1AK, for example, where it's gonna poll your buttons on 8K all the time, but it's only gonna poll your sensor for like 2K or 1K, whatever you set it to. This is a bit weird and a bit unnecessary. It's cool for those who will care, but I don't think anyone will. Because why wouldn't you want the max performance for your buttons? Okay, idle I set to 1 minute. You do have sensor rotation in 1 degree steps. So that is very nice. Talking about sensor, I have something rather unfortunate. I'm gonna show you in a bit. Mousepad tuning, we do not care about unless you want to calibrate the LOD. For me, the lowest setting feels perfectly fine. I'm gonna keep it like this. I think the highest setting will feel a wait, it's called manual instead of manual. That is hilarious. Manual is a W translation. Should I do it? No, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna use this mouse pad. Yeah. What's this? Is this that's a reset button. And you have profiles, and you can also change your deep amount of DPI stages. That's cool. You can't change the color, but you can change your DPI here. And then you have custom keybinds, and that's about it. So yeah, it's definitely better than on the AIM-1 Shigure in terms of options that you have, but it's also not anything great. It's just pretty much average these days. Okay, I have plugged out my mouse and it doesn't work anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to upgrade the firmware of the receiver. That's why. Upgrade firmware. We're gonna do that now as well. Update. I almost had PTSD for a second there for the Susanto mouse. All right, let's go back to chat. Actually, before we get into chat, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the toilet. See you in a second. All right, we're back with great news. Firmware update failed. Please remove and reconnect the mouse. I guess they're talking about the receiver because it's not the mouse we're updating. Also, if I missed any of your messages in chat, please just add me and tell me again. Oh, and now it worked. Okay, interesting. PTSD kicked in? Luckily not. Luckily not. Okay, the question is, does it work wireless now? Yes, it does. Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah. Can you even customize the... Oh, you can do a low battery warning. I actually would like that. Lighting. Enables lighting over USB connection even without data connection. No thanks. Ah, you can turn it on here. Okay, yeah, that's the lighting for the receiver. Let me show you. Oh, fuck, that's the wrong screen. Have you seen any other mice with the custom polling rate slider on the raw? No, I have never seen that ever. It was really only Leviathan, the Leviathan V4 that had that.
Nice.
And if anyone in chat doesn't know what bro is talking about, it's the custom polling rate for the Leviathan V4. You can actually just set up the polling rate from like anywhere between 125 and 8K. Like you could set it to like 7.5K polling or anything like that. It's pretty interesting. Also not tired since it's 0:40 a.m. Yes, we're in the same time zone and I'm starting to get a bit tired and I also need to go to bed soon, so I'm gonna stop stream within like the next 20 minutes. But yeah, here is the receiver, and what actually I can connect it to this cable over here, then I can show it to you better. It actually looks pretty cool. It's like a mini Kevin the Cube. You can fully customize it as well. You can set it to react to your clicks. Oh god. Epilepsy warning. What's the best HE linear switch? Well, that's gonna be very subjective, but like the Wuxi Studio ones are great, the Gravistar UFO switches are great, and the UR white, like the UR magnetic eyes are also very good. If you want my best value option, it's gonna be the UR magnetic on AliExpress. I think it's like $18 for like a full set of 70 switches, and they're great. It looks like the Beast X dongle, yeah. Not really. It's like a fraction of the size of that. Gravistar ones are shitty expensive. I absolutely agree. They are incredibly expensive. What mouse is that one? It's the Elecom VM800. Yet another Japan exclusive mouse. I also still haven't thoroughly talked about the buttons and the shape, so we'll do that here in a second. Have you seen the comp mode name on the VGN WebHub driver? Yes, I mentioned that in my video and made fun of it. It's freaking hilarious. It was called like Super God MVP or something, yeah. It was so funny. Elecom? Yeah, Elecom were my goat. They actually make really good products. I wish they had more of an international presence. I think I might actually set the light to static, because it looks kind of cool, but yeah, this is pretty bright. Unfortunately, you can't really change the brightness, but you can change the color to a darker one so that it doesn't look as bright. I think I'm going to keep this at this purple color. It looks pretty cool. One of the first receivers with effects that I don't mind. How do you write that? It's literally just U, like the letter U and the letter R, magnetic ice. Like that. Next gonna be named Sigma Pro. The Sigma Mog MVP firmware. That would actually be it. And then the very power efficient firmware version is just gonna be my Chud firmware. My Chud performance. All right. My stomach is feeling a bit weird. I do need to eat something before I go to bed. I haven't eaten in a long time, but I'll do that afterwards. How can you stand the Viper V4 shape? The hump never ends and doesn't feel like a hump either. Yeah, it's a bit more flat than most of the mice out there these days. So if you don't like flatter mice, it's not gonna be your cup of tea at all. I personally do like it. Go eat. Nah, I can do that afterwards. I'll talk about this mouse real quick and then I'll just dip. I rather want to end stream early than postpone it because I need to go sleep soon. So yeah, it's just an asymmetric shape. It's a not really a full medium size. It's like between a small medium, but more on the medium side of things. The curvature is very interesting, and so is the dot size. Like the dots, they have like 2 dots in the front, 3 dots below, and if you want a bigger surface area, you have these optional skates that you need to mount, which do seem very high quality and pretty fast. I do think that these are going to be decent skates, but I also do think that they will wear pretty fast over time because they don't have any skate pads or anything like that. Then here on the, oh yeah, good night, Naki. Thanks for stepping by, and also thanks for the gifted. I really appreciate it. Then over here on the right side, you can see that the taper is very aggressive. Like very aggressive towards the front. And then you have these comfort grooves that are not too wild. Then the clicks feel like, I do really think that they're opticals, but they feel like either TTC or Kale V2 opticals. They feel great. They're pretty spammable and also not too heavy. I do think the dongle is pretty awesome because it's very compact. It's not big. Like here is a ATK gear dongle, for example. It's pretty much the same size, just not as tall. Are you going to look for the Royal Clutch? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to check that one out. The old ATK dongles were bad, I agree. And so were the old WL mouse dongles. They were horrible. Like in terms of looks. Then the side button placement looks fine. I don't mind it. They're separated. They are they protrude a lot from the shell. They're definitely going to be noticeable, and they're pretty easy to use. They're fine. I think some people might complain about them being a bit too rearward, because if I grip my mouse like this, I'm like under the front side button, so I need to like move my thumb back a bit to use it here. But in terms of the build quality of the mouse, this, oh, I just had a pop. Okay, that was a weird pop. I think it was just like the shell settling into place, but nah, it's very rigid. It's not really flexible at all. That stubby squeeze, real, yeah, I'm trying to stubby squeeze it, but it feels absolutely fine, rigid. I did have like a weird pop, but that might just be because the mouse is brand new and it has to like settle into place. I can't reproduce it anymore. What would you recommend for a magnesium mouse? I kinda, yeah, there's not really a lot of mice out there that are magnesium anymore. Aerox 5? There was one from WL Mouse. I think it was called the Strider. I can't really recommend it though. I didn't like it at all. The cutouts were pretty bad. I don't really know too much about magnesium mice anymore because I just really don't care about them except for something like the WL Mouse Ying. Yeah, the new Ying magnesium looks pretty dope, but that one's gonna be a bit smaller than what you're used to. But you might be able to enjoy it. Yeah, I don't like the cutouts either. Yeah, the Ying is around 50 grams. But yeah, overall, the mouse seems good. The scroll is a bit heavy. I will say that. It's definitely on the heavier side for sure. Also, Milan, Cardboards, and Momo. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Wait, what just happened to my alert sound? It just fully cut off. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use these in game to see what they're actually like. And it might take a bit because I need to use the ATK 0 more for the review next week. So yeah, the review or like the video that I'm gonna do for these like Japan exclusive mice, it's gonna take like at least 2 weeks, at the very least. Just so you have like a rough ETA. I think the Super Strike could work too. Well, in terms of the shape, sure, but yeah. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I need to go to sleep soon. Is it just me or is WL Mouse kind of sidestepping with? I don't really know what WL Mouse is doing right now. Yeah, I do have to eat something first. I will. I promise you. I don't really love what WL Mouse is doing right now. I like their ideas of reviving some of their older models and putting them into magnesium mice, and also the whole Viper Mini type of shape with the Juan. I do kind of like, but it's just cut off so early, and the mouse is just very short compared to the Viper Mini. And I don't know, those mice are just so like dense, and the weight balancing isn't perfect either. Especially I can't talk anymore. Especially over on the Juan. Their click implementation with the Armon optical switches on their magnesium shells it's actually awesome. But everything else, I don't know. Do you think artisan mouse pads are worth it? I'm going to Japan in a month and thinking about picking one up as my first nice. Yeah, definitely. If you're going to Japan anyway, I can highly recommend it because they're a lot more affordable to buy directly there in a store. Just keep transport in mind, and if you can't really get it into your luggage, I can highly recommend just going to a post office and just shipping it back to you yourself, because shipping from Japan is actually very affordable. Viper Mini gave me cramps as my hand grew. Yeah, I had to use like very thick grip tape on the right side for it to be really comfortable for me back then with the way that I gripped it when it actually released. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna have to end stream here. I need to go eat, and then I need to go sleep, and then I need to go repeat. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It has been a wild stream. It's only been 3 hours, but it feels like forever. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start streaming more, and if you want to check out my streams, definitely go follow me over on Twitch, especially if you want to catch me gaming as well. But for all the unboxings and stuff like that, I'm also gonna do that on YouTube from now on. I'm gonna see if I can get you some background music on YouTube as well, since I do think that would be a very good idea, because having absolutely no music would be pretty boring over like over an hour, especially. It's just gonna, yeah, be a bit boring for sure. But yep, see you guys. Shout out to everyone who tuned in. I will ship out the FS1 within. Yeah, holy shit, my follow sound just cuts off instantly. That's weird. I will ship out the FS1 to the winner. New jeans, don't be blue, as soon as possible. I can probably get it out. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Monday. I'm sorry. I don't think I can get to the post office tomorrow or on Saturday, because Saturday they close super early. So I'll ship it out the beginning of next week. You should be able to yeah, if you're from Germany, you should probably get it in like a few days if I ship it out on Monday. It should be there at the end of the week, and I'll try my best to make sure you don't have to pay any import fees, but I can't promise it. I'll try though. So yeah, thanks to everyone for stepping by. Huge thanks for the mental amount of followers and also subs today. And yet again, I really do appreciate any of your financial support. It really does mean a lot to me. And the more support I get, the more content I can make. So if you're just as stoked as I am, I'm all about it.
Nice.
And for all the minor stuff, in terms of streaming and the whole chat overlay and that type of stuff, I will work on it. I'll make it better for you guys. I'll either like do a shadow or just outlines and make the chat a bit bigger. I'll see to the whole music thingy over on the YouTube stream as well, and iron out the whole thing and make it a bit more watchable. So yeah, see you guys. Good night and peace out.